Everybody, welcome to the show. This is our lovely Tuesday Dragonlance, a song of lance and fire. See, we have some people piling in already. I'd like to remind everyone the secret shirt, which I assume is going to last for the rest of my time streaming, is now live. You can pick it up. On top of that, StreamLoot cards. We are going to have, there's one new card in there already, and there are going to be new cards added through the show, and then there's going to be a way for the players to be able to aid each other and really blow through our cards through the last 4 episodes of the season. But don't worry, Dragonlance isn't forever done. We have something special in mind. We'll talk about it at the end of the month. So even if these cards don't fully get completed, they will when we do something in the future. If you've not been to the show, StreamLoots is how they survive. Let's be honest. This party would have been dead a long time ago if they didn't have StreamLoot cards. And we thank you all for joining us with those and using them to help support the channel and update and grow and everything that we do. I will remind you, tonight is starting with a one-on-one between Weehan and a Silver Draconian. I would like votes in chat. Does she make it out alive? See you guys in about 3 minutes. Everybody, welcome to the show. I'm also very short tonight. I look like I'm literally a dwarf right now. Hold on a minute. Boop. Hey, look, I'm a normal person now. So we kind of had I'm big now. I'm a big person now. A little tall. So I'm kind of far away. What? Yeah, it is. I changed stuff. You'll find out later. So it has been a rough yesterday. The party did all right. They didn't die. They dealt with a lot of story. They found out some stuff about the City of Lost Names. But this group, if you remember, they decided to go to the capital, bypass the entire adventure that we've been trying to run, And in doing so, we're involved, and not their fault, but involved in the attack of the biggest library in all of Krynn. And that library blew up, and a green dragon, an ancient green dragon, literally killed all but 2 of the mages. And on top of that, Weehan's mother originally we thought would be deceased, but she has a contingency plan. And now they're fleeing the city with 500 500 Solamnic knights on horseback. But Weehan has shown up to her shop before everybody else because she took flight and showed up, and there's a silver draconian that has broken into her shop. Now, I left something out. There's also one other person, and I need a perception check from Weehan as we open up for tonight's show. I do apologize, Allie, for this. It's not Santa.
I wish.
Oh, look, it's using the wrong map.
I've got 17.
Are you happy with that?
Oh, God damn it. I would think so, but apparently not.
I don't know. I'm just asking you a question. I ask this every time. I'm just asking.
If it was Pathfinder, I would not be happy with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
With
but
this,
I mean, we have plenty of cards.
God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use a +2.
Okay. +2 card. All right. Let's get in here. Let me find you a +2 card. A +2 card for you. Let's see. Cards played. Roll. We'll use Kyler. Kyler played one today. We'll use his. +2 to your roll.
Buttes.
Okay, what's your total?
19.
All right. Let me roll my die. I haven't even rolled yet. You're welcome. +2 is not enough, unfortunately.
Oh, son of a fuck. Okay.
From behind you,
it's fine.
You feel a hand on your shoulder, and then a sharp, warm pain in your lower left-hand side. You take, as long as I hit your armor class, which I'm assuming a 26 hits.
Yeah.
You take 52 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let's do it. That is 12 on the dice for. Oh, come on, Constitution.
Not great.
No, that's an 18.
And you can't spend a green card because you just spent one. And unfortunately, that's not enough.
Yeah.
You are poisoned, and you have a disadvantage in all Constitution saving throws. Now I need to make you...
How much damage?
52. 5-2.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that means I also need you to make a save for a possible wound. That is Constitution.
Yep, okay.
That's a disadvantage.
Cool. So far, we're looking at 9, 15.
You do make the save. While you get stabbed from behind, the person has their hand on your shoulder. You see the hand slowly materialize. It's human looking. I would need initiative for you immediately to bring us into combat.
Okay.
I'm also going to bring our map back up here now that I can fix it, since it is using the wrong map frame. Let me grab. There we go. And bring our map up. So I redid Weehan's shop so that it makes sense. Outside dirt road. We're outside the capital of Palanthus. We're outside the capital, which is Palanthus. And there's nobody else here, but in the back, you do hear some movement behind the shop and a growl. Because if you remember, Drew's character left a fucking Dragonelle here.
Oh, thank God. I think.
And you see a body fly over the roof of your hut. What would you like to do? What was your initiative?
My initiative is going to be a 17.
That beats both of mine.
Does it?
1 for the flying body.
Wait. Yes.
And 1 for the person stabbing you.
Okay, beautiful. The person stabbing me, Weehan is going to reach out to touch them.
Are you going to turn around, or are you just grabbing their hand on your shoulder?
I am instinctively going to grab their hand.
Okay. And what are you
They
doing?
put it there.
They
I'm
did.
casting Vampiric Touch.
You have to roll to hit me, correct?
I believe so. I'm pulling up the spell right now because my spell sheet is absolutely ridiculous, and we are doing our best.
I will say, since they're touching you, I will give you advantage to do attack on them, because, I mean, they have their hand on you, and they're stabbing you.
Yes.
Makes sense to me.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, the touch of melee spell attack is correct on this. I'm going to go ahead and roll these two. We've got my Wehan dice with the skulls and an Athantia dice for those of you who are wondering about the dice selections this evening.
We'll see if any of them save you.
And I'm hoping that one of them will.
This seems
okay, so spell attack bonus is in there. And, oh, fuck that and fuck that too.
Well, sounds like an inspiration is necessary?
Honestly, I don't think I can risk it for that biscuit because of how much damage I just took. I mean,
it's only 2d6. Fuck. Unless you have a bond, ideal, or flaw to get yourself an inspiration. It is a new episode.
Oh. You're sure right. I think that this is a logical train of thought that she's working on. She can't panic right now from being stabbed because emotions must not cloud that thinking.
I think that makes sense. You got to cast under pressure, right?
Yep, absolutely. So let's go ahead and try. Okay, so that was a 2 and a 3 on the dice, for the record.
Well, that's bad.
Okay, that is so much better. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, that is enough to hit them.
Okay, beauts. So, the touch of my shadow-wreathed hand can siphon life from others to heal me. So, that is going to be 3d6 melee, and I will get half of that.
Now, I would like to remind you, you can spend blue and purple cards to add to damage, which technically means you would heal more.
I would love to do that. Do we have a lot of purples chilling out right now?
I mean, a lot is a very strong thing. We have a Dragonbane silver medal, which I don't know if I would waste personally. We do have a deific harm card. If you want to do a deific harm to them as well.
I think that I would not
there is
do
a crit
that
too
without seeing who they are.
Yeah.
So I would go ahead and use the wild magic.
No, the crit is only a negate crit, Drew. Then no, crit is Monday, negate crit is you guys. So you want a blue though, you said, right? To add damage?
I was gonna do purple to add damage.
You can do as many as you want. You can do green, magic. Purple, and you can do all of them.
Okay, let's add in a blue as well then.
All right, so we'll do a D4, and then the blue will give you a D6. We'll use a retainer. We have plenty of them. Okay. And then a purple, you want a wild magic. I'm assuming you're not using it as wild magic. You're using it for the damage.
Exactly. I don't trust wild magic.
And that's
I'm not
a D10.
gonna hang out as a houseplant. Okay.
So Serving Hands, Kyler, and Bear are the 3 cards that we used.
Thanks, guys. You're making this a lot better for me. I hope. Don't all be one.
I don't know why your Death in Space character just came back.
EFP dice. You're always coming in clutch. Okay, for max 10. Oh my god. Great. 16, 21, 23, 26 points of damage, necrotic, and I will gain 13 hit points back. Okay.
With that, as you grab them, you can feel the essence starts to pull out of them, and you hear a groan, and you are holding just the hand of the person.
Okay. We love that.
Are you like to do anything with your move or your bonus action?
I think I would like to go ahead and I came in with a plan of attack and everything has just been completely thrown in the fucking trash can. Yes. So
welcome to the show.
I am going to say what I will do is bite the tip of my finger and I am going to hurl that little drop of blood onto the Dragonborn, who is within 30 feet of me.
Yes,
casting
he is in the
Indemnify.
doorway. You can definitely see him.
Oh shit! You know what? No, I'm
He's
sorry.
big.
I was looking at level 1. I was looking at level 1 instead of cantrips, so I
Okay.
can't actually do that.
No.
That's gonna have to be my turn, unless we're gambling, and then I can cheat.
No, it's more like, do you use your move action for anything, like turning around and looking at this person or anything? Or are you going to stay with your back to him? Because you're basically between two baddies, so it's up to you which one you think is more dangerous.
I mean, they're gonna... Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and use a key point to disengage and get the fuck over here.
Okay, so you run across and jump over the table. When you turn around, you see the person dip back into the shadows of like the trees and the mountain overcast. Your passive perception is not high enough to be able to see them. And then that takes us to the rest of... Well, actually, that takes us to 2 of our party members, which will be Hagen and Taryn. So to remind everybody what is going on here. Also, I thought this was appropriate to her getting stabbed to death. Taryn and Hagen are making their way back. I don't think they were really racing. I think they were just traveling here after what happened. So, right? Am I right in that, you two?
On our way back, because we know she's in the painting, and we know there's a possible way to get back.
Sure.
Through the thing. So, like, we're coming back to devise a plan.
But you're just riding back. You're not like full tilt through the city, or are you full tilting in the panic state of everybody else in the city? The further you get away from the library and the center of Palanthas, it does get calmer because not everyone knows what's going on other than they're seeing billowing smoke from the building collapsing.
Yeah, no. I would say once the crowd thins out, we might pick up the pace so that we won't like have to ride around people. But
all right. So as you pick up the pace to start heading towards them, you have your new Court of the Rose member who's with you, because he didn't ride ahead. He just blew the whistle and told him to head out.
Yes.
And he says, may I ask you exactly where are we going to go from here? I sent the men outside like you said. I told them to not engage with the dragon that you said is at the shop. But from here, are we going all the way to Kalaman? That is a very long march. Is that the game plan? Is that what we're doing?
I think that's what we decided. Todd, am I right? Because we weren't going straight there. We were going to meet up with Kalaman to go north. Wait, no.
You're going all the way back to Kalaman, yes. You're just going to the north of the river and going to there instead of south of the river and engaging possibly with the Red Dragon Army. Yeah. There's a contingent there of them. Well, then, if that is the case, may I ask you what we're going to do with this man who's following us? And he points back, and behind you is the mage from the library chasing after you. And he's probably like 50 foot behind you all. He's like waving and yelling, but the crowd's so loud and everyone else. You didn't notice.
Oh. I'll turn my horse around and go back.
Oh, you can just slow down. He runs up, he's like, are you?
Get on, we'll talk on the way.
No, I'm afraid of horses. Are you leaving the city, perhaps?
Mine's not a horse, if you want to get on it.
He looks at it, and he goes,
point to him.
Actually, it wouldn't work for him, I don't think. I don't think he can ride it, but...
Are you leaving the city? Are you leaving the capital?
We'll be outside the borders of the city, yes.
No, like leaving. Are you leaving, like, anywhere near here? Can I go with you? The library's destroyed. All the mages are dead, and now they're blaming me.
Is it your fault?
You were there. I opened the doors. I didn't do anything.
I know.
Oh, it was a joke. I didn't know Knights joked. And Raymond goes, is this man a problem? Is he of importance to us? Oh, I remember you. You brought the wine and the bread in the library. Good man. Are you a cook?
Anybody's a cook if you put them in front of the right materials.
No, I'm not
trial and error, right?
I'm a cleric.
Cooking's jazz.
I can cast spells. I can heal. And he just starts like rattling things up that he can do. Can I please not stay here? And sure enough, you see Column on guard, like knocking on doors and searching place like 200 foot behind him.
I understand you're afraid of horses, but get on. And I put my arm down.
All right. Give me a persuasion.
18 on the die.
He climbs up without question. When he sits
20.
down,
Yeah,
he goes, Paladine? Do you worship Paladine, Sir Knight?
I do.
Hold on. And he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out like a little thing with 4 vials in it, and it has the symbol of Paladine on it. Here, from your temple to you. And he hands it to you.
Thank you.
They are 4 potions. Each one of them has the symbol of Paladine, and then on the backside of it has a Solamnic helm.
Solamnic helm?
Yeah, like a helmet, like kind of like on the metal wrap that's around him.
Is that
Give me religion.
Is it religion or history?
It's religion.
Is it heraldry?
Nah, it's religion. I guess I take that back. You can do history as well for it, because it is kind of a historical piece.
Okay. Should have said the religion roll. History, that's just a 6. It's religious too. So I'm not trained in religion. It was never my big thing.
So
I'm
do
going.
history.
I did. I rolled a 6. I'm going to give myself. I'm going to give myself inspiration using my bond with my old master, because he tried very hard to get me to learn more about the religion, but I was like, I have no use for the gods.
It's just not my jam, yo.
Just not my jam. But he did make me read a shit ton about the order and
all right, fair
things that based it.
Very fair. Let's see what you got.
I mean, it's better. That's a 13.
You've heard of them. You know they were given to Solamnic Knights before going into major battles. That's all you know.
Okay.
You don't know what they do other than that. And he like leans on you, and when he puts his hand on you, you see he's bleeding.
Are you all right?
Oh, stabbed 3 times. I healed myself some.
He's going to where were you stabbed?
Don't worry. Let's get out of the city first. I'm not that bad.
Where were you stabbed?
Ride, man, ride. That's what
I am.
That's just what he says. If you're just gonna heal him, you can't see him. He's riding behind you.
Yeah, I know, but I can put my hand on him.
Not when you've been stabbed in the back. You can't. Just ride.
Okay.
And Raymond pulls back to where Hagen is, and he goes, "Is this man going to be a problem to us in this long travel that we have? Should we really just be leaving him here?"
I think the more the merrier. I mean, we're at this point we're just collecting friends. We might as well bring him along for the ride, especially if he has healing talents. That's rare.
It is rare. I do know other clerics, though, along the way. They may be a better fit for our army of 500 than a librarian who claims they have magic yet is bleeding and not healed.
Hey, we all reach our limits each day.
Or he's lying.
It's nothing to be ashamed about.
Is what it smells like to me. Your friend is very believing in the good in people. I have learned over the years to distrust until proven otherwise.
I have to, and I'm right now. I'm saying we reconnoiter at the hut, at the shop, and we'll go from there.
Well, then, with that, the camera kind of pans back over the wall, and you see the smoke in Palanthus as you guys ride towards the gate to get out. Once you're outside, you could heal his wounds. He's pretty messed up. Just by like a take 10 on medicine, you're guessing he's under half. Outside, in front of Wehan's shop, you can see the soldiers are at the gate, and they're being checked as they go out. It's going to take a while for 500 soldiers to get through the gate, but they are obtaining the rule, saying, hey, we're leaving. You told us we had to leave the city. And they are slowly checking out through the gate with everybody. You all ride to the front. The knight who is kind to you kind of gives you the salute and like looks the other way and lets you through. Otherwise, you all would be stopped here too.
Got it.
With that said, I want to go back to the lady in the picture. So last episode, they encountered Ibsen's wife. She was in Ibsen's shop, and that shop was full of knickknacks and artifacts and everything under the sun that one could want, with no time to look through. Oh, and a talking piece of wood that can only use things if it's a door with no name. She got sapped in the back of the head by the wife, dragged out, and actually kind of saved, to be honest. I don't think she's realized that yet. But she is been painted into a picture, and she's waking up in the prison in Capwn. So, hey, what could go wrong with this, right?
Who even knows?
Who?
Nothing, I'm sure.
What could be bad about this? So, as you wake up in the picture and you saw her leave, she did say a few parting words. She does finally take off her band, and she has a single eye. It's not that she's actually blind. She looks like she has, like, cataracts or something like that. It's, like, milked over, but she has one central eye, not two, like normal. And she pulls the band off, and she wipes something on the edge of your frame, and she says, you'll be fine by tomorrow. Get your rest. You're back in Capwn. But I will be taking this. And you notice she's wearing an amulet that's a circle, and she grabs the sphere, like floats it out of the air, and puts it into the amulet, and it shrinks down into the amulet. I will give it back once I have found my husband's body. She turns and walks out. When she does, the camera slides through the paint and everything looks like an oil painting on the inside as a small individual comes up and taps you on the back of the knee.
I mean, I'm gonna turn around. Oh, hello. Sorry, I thought I was in here alone.
When you turn around and look, there is this flat, plain creature that is bending up off the ground with a circle on their face, and it looks like the mirror version of your half-sister.
Oh my god, the last time I saw you, you ate my sister alive.
She says, I did not eat her. We traded places.
It was still just as disturbing. I'm so sorry to tell you. I was just very frightened in the moment.
We traded places.
Wait.
Hey, Allie.
So you're...
Do you have your other character? I've not told Allie about this either. So I'm gonna bring you on. I don't apologize.
God damn it.
It's gonna say Weehan down here
mad.
for 1 second until I trade out Weehan. Because I have Allie's other characters sort of set up here. Let's get her green. And we will turn on her background. And we'll turn this off. And I'm gonna duplicate this. We're gonna 100% give you your sister back. Doing it live right now. I'm gonna paste the duplicate, and we will turn this off, and I will rename it. What was your other character's name?
Salira.
Salira. Was it Blackfeather?
Blackmire.
M-Y-E-R?
Yeah, M-Y-R-E.
M-Y-R-E.
At least I think that's how it's spelled on this thing. Yes, it is.
All right. Is it S-E-L-E-R?
S-E-L-I-R-A.
I-R.
All right. I will fix it. So you have been in here for a long time. Since the original trial.
The original trial.
Yep. I had her make 3 different rolls. She failed all of them. And you failed the one roll to realize that it wasn't her. And when you guys were traveling together, you just been traveling with the monster.
I'm friends with the monster.
So,
It's me.
Did you know the whole time that you were a monster, or
nope,
is this
never told her? Because if I told her, it would get slipped up. So I said nothing.
Fair enough. Okay.
You know how you not let people know things? You don't fucking tell them.
Don't say anything.
You've been trapped. You are the creature. You do have the ring on your face, but you're not pale. The ring on her is a white ring instead of a black one.
Which is what should have happened.
Right. And you are in what looks like a painting of the yard. Like she must use this as a portal to go back and forth between her prison cell and Ispin's place. I'll give you a few minutes.
Oh God, we have a lot to talk about.
You didn't realize that thing?
I didn't know I was supposed to. Okay. In our time apart, I met someone named Weehan. And she told me, yes, you were fucked in the tower.
Sorry, say that again.
In the tower, in your original mage trial, you, as you are now, have a white circle. Yes.
Yes.
That is literally flat and like bending off the ground like a paper doll looking at you, but it's paint.
I am sitting on the ground like to be as level as possible.
You are also flat.
In addition to this,
then perfect.
We're
just gonna look. A liminal space can look like a lot of things.
Sure.
Sometimes a parking lot. Sometimes a painting.
Yeah. The tower doomed you to be a black robe, and when you weren't a black robe, I suppose you came here, and a Celera that was a black robe traveled with me.
So, I have reason to believe that was not, in fact, a legitimate trial. First of all, I am two-dimensional.
Yes, I personally think that is probably our very first hint that was not real. Yes. Your second trial, which you obviously didn't take, was fucking horrifying and felt much more like my trial than yours. What?
Yeah, that's really funny. Can I have an Arcana check? You can aid each other for whoever's got the higher one.
Absolutely can. What is my Arcana? It's only 3.
She's like pulling. She's like, thank God this is on roll 20.
I would also like to say I called it a long time ago that was my mage trial.
I love that she's got feathers sticking up.
That night, I said, this is my mage trial.
Shh.
All right, what do you have?
I have a +4.
Okay, well then I'm taking yours.
No, you give an aid.
Sorry, I'm giving you aid then. And you can take
roll the second one.
You can roll with advantage.
The thing, I've had a lot of time on my hands to think about this, so
time to think.
Would you say you have a +2 intelligence card amount or a knowledge of Palanthus card? What did you roll?
Use the cards.
With aid.
Oh,
aid
never mind.
D4,
we don't.
Correct?
No, aid. No. Aid. You get a D20. It's advantage.
Yeah, it's advantage.
Oh.
But I lied. We don't have a knowledge of Palanthus, but we can give you a +2 int.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, +2 intelligence from serving hands. What's your total?
26.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna explain what you would figure out after being in here for almost a year.
Jesus Christ.
The woman who is Ispin's wife, her magic was taken from her. She gave it up, started training as a monk, Sarah Connor style, like literally in her prison cell. Had no magic, but still had magic items that she had access to.
Right.
That trial was her. Because
The second trial was her?
First and second trial was her. She had no magic, so she's just wearing the robes she needed. The locations were magical, but she took your sister because she's aligned to the moon to be able to use her to travel. I wrote this day one. And she's been in and out of the story arc, but no one's really dealt with her. Now she's out. Your sister's in here, and you do not have a way to get her out. Currently. Not saying there isn't a way. You just don't have one.
Yeah.
You also know that there are more people trapped in here. There are paintings inside of the painting. And you can see them shift once in a while and move as you two are having your, like, rejoining conversation.
You know, I found a painting of a library once. I was very excited, but do you know what it looks like when people paint books? Little blobs of paint instead of words. It's been very enriching.
Once I get you out, which is obviously happening, I'm not going to leave you here.
Says the other two-dimensional.
It's fine. No, I have been granted a pass. I can leave. Not now, but tomorrow.
Oh, you think that's true?
I'm pretty sure Allie's character was told the same thing.
I hope so.
Do you understand who has put us here? She is absolutely insane. She is not a nice person.
Can I get another Arcana check from you, or history? Your choice. That you are literally on the right path.
I will absolutely roll for history because I have a +6. This is the one thing she's really good at.
Get it.
Nat 20, so that's a 26.
Fistandanalis had a wife.
Motherfucker.
She
I have
started as a white robe.
Yeah. I have additional bad news.
Mm-hmm.
So I may or may not. And
Drew's just giggling in the background, everybody.
Did, but fake. You did now that I know that it was fake. Your second mage trial was done with Fistandanalis. And he has a wife that was a white robe. I can assume you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, sweet Jesus. So, in
the
addition
book.
to this, Fistandanalis is back on the radar.
Yes.
And we're in a painting being held captive by his wife, who just walked out of here with, was that an orb of annihilation?
Ispen gifted that to me. He gifted you a very nice bookcase, by the way.
Oh, a nice bookcase. That's going to do me so much good in this painting I live in.
I can't help that the bookcase is not in the painting, and I think that we are on the wrong track. She took that, but I saw something in the shop in which she hit me over the head and then dragged me out of. I don't have the papers, but I did memorize it because I got a fancy spell. It's some sort of tie between the mace that Ispen gave me as a child and that.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Sister, I love you to pieces. Ispen was going to give you an orb of annihilation and it's okay. Okay. Look, first things first, is there anybody that we can contact right about now? Because, I'm very glad to see you. It's great to speak verbally to somebody who is sentient.
It's lovely to see the real you, if that is any help at all.
The realer three-dimensional me will be even lovelier once I can...
once we get you back to that state, some things have happened.
And with that... she melts to the floor and is ejected out of the picture one day later.
Me?
Yeah, in the middle of the conversation. So with that, I will change everything back, give Allie a minute to ditch her fucking robe that she's wearing. Her white robe? Amazing, by the way, Allie. Amazing. She's like, fuck this thing. I never want to wear it again. So with that, we will get back to our group of everybody. Everybody but Celira. She will be with them as soon as we do our travel. Back at the shop as Weehan is stabbed, dodging, hiding. The other two are pulling up on horses as the Dragonelle is starting to climb over the top of the building, getting ready to wreak havoc. Now that has happened, I do need I only need Weehan to give me a perception check. I will, because you're dodging and there's no combat. We're kind of got a round in between. Let me get you back online. I just got to make sure you have all your normal stuff back on. I should have set up buttons for this, but I didn't know if you would get a chance to ever do this. I wanted to. Where are you at? There we are. Toot, toot. Hey, I planned this since the first session, Todd. I literally do have it written down. Like, I was like all in on this. Boom. All right, here we go. Now we got everybody. I'll leave Celira on here as well, just so she can be a part of the looks of what's going to happen. So as everyone, the three of you ride up to Weehan's shop, I'll put the map on. Feel free to drag your characters on the road next to the tree. The other two of you as you're riding in. What did you get on your perception, Weehan?
A 12.
A 12. That's garbage. So the person flew by and the sun's in the way. You didn't get a good glimpse at him. The silver draconian makes their way all the way into your shop. You lose sight of them. But you are first. The other two of you will be coming in at max initiative once she gets this round. So I'm going to put a turn counter on. I'm going to add us all to it. 1, a 2, a 3. And then where is the other one? I need Taryn. Bring yourself to the map.
I say.
Probably next to Hagen makes the most sense. I got you. And then that. And then I will get the other two and bring them over as well. I'll get the one and bring them over. With that, Weehan, what was your initiative? 18? Or
Yeah.
12?
16.
Oh, you're 16. Okay.
I think it was 16.
16, 12, and then, is that everybody? 12. All right. I will give you one round and the Draconian one round, and then we'll bring the other two in at their max. You guys should be at your max initiative. You're walking into combat. Taryn and Hagen. You'll be walking in at your max.
That is my max.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay. I don't think 12 is your max. Is it, Taryn? Be 22?
No. Be 20.
20, okay. All right.
I have no dex modifier.
So we'll start with Weehan. Weehan, what would you like to do? You don't see the gentleman. You went into your shop. The other person got thrown and landed back over here somewhere, and the person who stabbed you do not see.
Immediately, Weehan is going into self-defense mode, and we are going to go ahead and do a little summon goodness over here. So we're going to bring out a bone beast, as well as a spirit, a skelly, and a skelly.
Can you summon all these at once?
I sure can, because the spirits and the skeletons are all CR 1/4, and I can summon up to CR 2 worth of creatures, and the bone beast is a CR 1.
I'm just imagining the camera sliding around and you standing up from behind and raising your hands and like everything appearing out of the ground. Like, oh, we're on her turf.
Like,
fucking great.
I think
it comes out of the planters.
Skeletons. Yeah, the two skeletons that had already been taken out just kind of like shake and start to like bubble and reform.
The chandeliers are those like bone chandeliers, and they just like
they fall into
down.
shit.
The chandelier just form into skeletons.
Yeah.
Love it.
So what would you like to do other than cast that? Is there anything else you do?
That is my action there.
Do they go?
I
don't know.
I mean, they're summoned
they
creatures.
do go after my turn, don't they?
Yeah, I think they go, right? Am I wrong?
I think
Sure
they do too.
Yeah, I
think it's go time.
Love
I
it.
don't think that makes me feel any fucking better.
No, it's okay. It'll be fine. Oh, good lord. I put my laptop that has their stat blocks in a very bad position.
What do you mean?
Now, though.
Oh, so you have them all on Roll20.
Yeah. So the first thing that's going to happen are these spirits are going to swoosh on in here because they're incorporeal. They don't care about where you want them to go.
Well, hold
They're
on.
just up in your
Question
face.
time. Before you do that, would your place be protected against intruders like spirits, since you're a necromancer?
I think that when they are like summoned in there, we can surpass that magic.
No, that is not how that works. You're either protected from them or you're not. There's no like get out of jail free, my shit can bypass. If you were inside and summoned them, that would be fair.
It makes sense that she'd be protected on the outer walls, right?
Yeah, but she has to see to summon them inside. You can't just summon them in a. No. I'm saying the one you put in here. You can't see through those fucking walls.
They were summoned. Yeah, they were summoned there.
Are they protected from ethereal creatures passing through the wall? You own a necromantic workshop. Let's be real for a minute.
I think what she's saying is the outside wall.
Yeah, the outer perimeter. But like
that's open.
Rooms?
It's an open area. That doesn't make any sense. It's not covered up there. It's an open outdoor shop.
With the bar right here?
Everything but this. Everything but this. It has a lattice work over top. When I first explained it, it's got a lattice work and plants and ivy. It's a garden.
I thought all the plants were out here.
Yeah.
No, the whole area is open.
The garden.
This is a like yard. This is still an outdoor area with like lattice works and beams. This is inside.
Okay. Now that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. And this is a gate here to like get in and out.
So we were chilling on a fucking patio walking across Kryn.
Yes, that's what I said.
That makes it even better.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
It's like a big open deck in one fortified area. So the things that she's built.
Points for that retcon. No, I'm just kidding.
0. But that's what I'm saying. I would think that the walls into the main shop would be protected. If you tell me no, I will remember that for the rest of this.
I think we all thought the whole thing was enclosed.
Right.
That's why.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm
yes. And that's why I was
thought the grassy area was included, but that was what was uncovered.
No, everything but the one center area is uncovered.
Got it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say it would be protected.
The door is open.
Outer perimeter. The door is open.
Yep.
Okay. Then
just to help you.
Spirits get to use doors today.
Well, it's a threshold that is open. I just think you would have it protected. That also means I can't just send spirits in after you.
The chandelier's through.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
There's lattice work that they hang from.
Pre-made mat.
No. It's literally described that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna make things a lot
beams
easier and in a way that would make more sense now that I know that information. Rihan would not have summoned things that way.
I would.
And honestly, it's probably just a smarter move.
There's still a person outside that stabbed you for 52 points of damage.
Yes, somewhere out there. Sorry, hold on. My tinnitus is really bad. Cool. So we've just got double bone beasts instead.
Okay. All right. That's probably better.
Yeah.
Now they get to go.
One bone beast going this way.
Okay.
Now one bone beast going out here, and they are protecting.
They walk by. I am going to take an attack opportunity on them.
Oh, bye.
I hit them.
So they're
42 points.
Dead.
Okay. Because of that,
I
get to move.
Now we know where they are.
I get to move. You see a shadow move here. As it passes through the shadow, it disappears.
Okay.
It looks like a robed individual. It's a black robe. It's pretty weathered. But as soon as they hit that shadow that's kind of casted, they disappear again.
Okay, cool.
Your other one gets to go still if it has any actions left. It moved. Does it do anything else? Is it double moving to go in, or is it just moving to there?
No, he wouldn't go all the way in unless he was going to attack.
Are you going to move?
No, Weehan is like stationary. She knows this area.
Is there any bonus actions?
Decent. No.
Okay.
That's all of my shit right there.
You hear more shit getting destroyed inside your shop. And then now we go to the beginning of the round with everybody. Hagen, Taryn, and the Knight of the Rose ride up on horses. And they hear stuff getting tossed, and you see the the Dragonelle climbing over top, and it turns and looks at Terran. Terran, I need your handle animal check.
Fuck. That's right.
What could go wrong?
Please pause for station identification.
What could go wrong?
That is a 17.
17. It sees you, and it climbs down over top of Weehan, and comes over to you.
Okay.
Doesn't bite you, just comes next to you.
Kind of rub it on its head.
Its face is covered in blood. Not its own.
You okay? They kind of stroke him on the head.
It wipes blood off on the horse.
Okay. Don't eat. And I point at the horse.
You already made your check. It doesn't. You're good.
He's going to dismount.
Okay.
And move to, let's see.
And Hagen, what are you doing?
30. He's going to move to here and draw his sword.
If you moved, I don't see you yet. Okay, there you go. What about you, Hagen?
I'm gonna ride my horse right up into the shop. Oops, not when a handout pops up in my...
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was just popping it up so everybody could see.
Okay, so I'll move it about here. Like, hey, and I'll just like hop off, like, because it's, you know, it's a magic horse. It's not gonna make a mess. Plus, you know, Weehan and I don't exactly mesh well yet.
No, not yet. No.
Ride a horse into her shop.
I'll follow you to there. Doppler goes, I'm gonna stay on the horse, which already means he's more scared of whatever's going on here than the horse. Are you casting any spells, Hagen, when you move up?
No, because I am kind of tapped.
Are you just you yelling loud enough to let her know you're here? Is that what that was kind of for? Saying, hey, are you like signaling that you guys are here as a group to Weehan?
Hey, yo, Weehan, we're all gathered again. Why the hell is there a ghost in here?
Be careful. There is something. Don't worry about the bone beast. He's fine. You are very close to some entity. And you see her kind of like stumble and kind of hold herself up on the table, and then you'd probably see like the blood kind of spilling through her robes a little bit.
It's true.
That's the best warning we can do.
Yep. That would be Hagen. That is Terran.
My handle animal check was my action, wasn't it?
Yeah. Unless you didn't want to make it, which I was fine with too.
No, that's fine.
You sure?
Yep.
And what did you get for your initiative? 20 what? 20?
Me?
Yep. Technically, it should be a 21
20.
Because he is a retainer.
Oh, that's right. Well, he's not mine, though. Does that matter?
Yeah, he's the knight, and he's with you, and that counts as a retainer for you.
Okay. Then yeah, it's a 21.
So he walks up and he goes, there's definitely something off here. And he pulls out a chime and rings it. And there's a ripple that goes out. And in the shadow here, Hagen, crouching below the table, you see a man in a robe. He's dipping a knife in a vial, like a thin vial, and pulling it out. And there's like a ripple over him. Then you can't see him again. We would not be able to see him because he is hiding on the opposite side of the table.
Could you point that out to me again? Where along the...
Right in front of the table she's at, like crouched down.
The table she's at, oh.
In the 5-foot square in the shadow.
Uh-huh.
How can I say this in a way that she would understand where, but I'm not going to just flat out give it away?
I don't know.
How can I see this?
Customers look really aggressive.
Your customers look really aggressive today. I don't know if you can. I'll put
That was it. I fed you the line.
Anyway, I'm going to transform.
Oh, okay. Let's get real. This is
And-
what's really happening.
This time, Zolorok himself shows up.
Oh shit! Full transformation.
Full transformation. We got the budget for it this episode.
Actually,
it's just
Dragonlance was
stock
just a
footage of the-
recycled scene.
Yeah, it's the stock footage of the magical girl transformation where
All right.
God.
his flesh melts and his bones
Perfect.
turn to
Hey, wait, that boat's not backing
Metal
up. The
and-
waterfall's going up.
his
Anaconda,
Is,
first movie, it's in there.
Do you get new abilities, Todd? Since you've leveled with this form?
well, I'm not as high a level as everybody else, which I'm not bitter about at all. I did get a new ability this level, which I'm going to activate.
Okay.
It's called an aura of courage.
What does that do?
So
Really?
for the next minute, meet myself and all friendly creatures within 30 feet. Now, yes, I'm including Leon.
Okay.
Have advantage on death saves and saves against being frightened.
Okay.
And I have an extra little thing I can do as a bonus action during this, but we'll save that for later when I have a bonus action. 'Cause The
Okay.
transformation was my bonus action.
Okay.
So I am done for the round.
All right. We'll go through one round, and I'll cut back to Everin here. So, Weehan, what would you like to do?
All right. So Weehan is going to, I guess, due to the warning and also
Yeah.
now being very paranoid,
You should be.
she is just going to summon like a little bit of energy and will that she actually has left while she's bleeding out. And you see her just kind of like whip her arm out. And as she does, there is a large amount of skeletal spectral hands that emerge from the ground in a 20-foot diameter around her as she casts Distort Gravity. So that is going to be a 20-foot radius circle that is going to be centered right in front of her. So
Cool. Let me get you that. I have one, actually.
beautiful. So this area is now difficult terrain for anybody but me, as these arms are grasping at any creature within this area, except for undead creatures. So my bone beasts will be just
Boned.
fine.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yep. So when a creature is in the area for the first time, or if their turn starts in there, they have to make a strength saving throw. And on a failed save, it's going to be 3d6 necrotic and is dragged by the hands to any unoccupied space within the area that I choose.
You said 20 foot?
Yes. 20-foot radius.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
I love it. Okay, cool.
Is that big enough?
20-foot radius?
Wait, radius?
Radius.
20 feet.
Holy
There you go.
shit.
Damn.
There you
That's
go.
a cool asset, though. Make
Or
that's
a
a
lot
cool
of
asset.
bones.
I have all of the bone stuff in a folder for her. Anything that's bone,
I love
anything
that
that looks like, yeah. So as that happens, I have to make a save, you said, right?
Yes, please.
I failed.
Yay, okay. 3d6.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
I take no damage. Do I still get
folder
held?
Bones bath. And
Is that,
beyond.
why is that a question?
Do I still get held? Does it hold me in place? Because I don't take any damage.
It's an and. Yes, on a failed save, a creature
Okay.
takes damage and is dragged by them to any unoccupied space.
Where would you like to move them to? I'll put them back on screen.
I'm gonna move them right up against the bar.
When he gets
Right.
dragged back, you want him to put him here?
Yes.
Unoccupied space. So are you going to keep him in the bone field?
Yes.
All right. So you put him here. When he gets dragged back, the robe falls back. The lips are like drawn back. The face is really withered. This creature's definitely undead.
Okay. Well, as he enters melee range of my bone beast, they'll get an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity.
I'm going to get pounded to paste. I already figured this part out.
So first bite attack.
You ever want to make bone meal?
Oh, that's a 19. A 19
it.
on the dice. Beautiful. I won't even do the math there.
No, not
so
even
now
worth
we've
it.
got. Okay, cool. So that is going to be 5 plus. So that's 7 points of piercing damage.
7.
Right
Okay.
there.
All right. Cool.
Beautiful, beautiful. And with that, Weehan's turn will be over, but it is now the Bone Beast's turn, who will now take a bite attack against this creature.
All right.
So that one is not going to be as good. That is a 14 to hit.
Still hits me.
Yeah, we love.
We're playing fucking 5e, guys. Like, AC suck in this game.
That is 8 plus 2 for 10 points of piercing damage right there.
Unless you break the system like Drew does. How many points was it?
10.
10. Okay, still alive. Anything else?
Cool. Nope, that's my turn.
So this thing is hitting it and pummeling it, and this, like, you see bugs start to like swarm out of the wounds. I need a Constitution save for anyone within 10 foot of him. So I think Hagen, I think your character's I don't know, it would still take damage because it can get bit. So Constitution save.
Is it a... No, it wouldn't be poison. Okay,
no, it's not poison.
15.
Okay, you're good. You only take half.
And that is a 13.
13. Yeah, it still makes it 2, actually. So you guys would take half of 19, so 8 points each.
Cool.
As the bugs fly out, locusts start biting and chewing on the flesh of the two of you. The cloud stays there around him, emanating from him. And that takes us to the Draconian. You hear another...
Actually...
Oh, you got more shit to do?
Well, I
Maybe
recognize that spell.
Let Allie play too high up of a caster.
You have more bullshit to do?
Oh, I could have done this one at a lower level even. So
gonna top
I
me off
see
with some
them
magical
casting
healing?
this spell, which is a spell that I recognize. So as a reaction, I think I'd like to go ahead and counterspell.
Okay.
Oh, I'm pathfindering it, aren't I?
You are.
Oopsies. I mean, it's still gonna work.
I mean...
Is that a... Let's see.
Are you attacking me or saying?
No, it's just a counter spell where it would just fail.
What are you counterspelling?
Oops. I believe
that is not a spell that came out of him.
that was not Insect Plague?
No, it's not a spell.
Oh,
He's
well,
undead
never mind.
filled with locust.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah. You wound him and locust swarms come out.
Okay, so that wasn't... Ignore me. I never
Already
got to
am.
use counter
My
spells,
turn.
Lillian.
You hear a shattering
What the hell
of...
did you bring home?
You hear a
John Boy?
shattering of glass out of the back of your building. Boom. All right. And then that takes us over to, I think that's the last person. We'd be going back top of the round. I'm going to go back to Everin.
Solrock?
Or, sorry, no, Everin, not Solera. Everin. As she's out of the picture. And we are going to discuss her a couple of days of being here by herself while she's waiting for the party to make their way here. So as you walk out of the prison cell, and it is a prison cell, you're now in Capwn. Downstairs, there is a guard at the door. The door is wide open. The guard is outside of the door talking to 2 other Capwn soldiers, trying to figure out what comes on as you literally slide out of the painting and slowly form back into yourself. Fully healed, full rest, and this is a reminder for you. It has been weeks. You are currently leveled up to level 10.
Me?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was supposed to level up once. Okay.
No. Because of this, you don't have to do it right now. It won't matter for this piece. You can do it in between what we're doing.
Cool.
The guard looks into the room because they've like put the door back in place and like kind of tacked it in, and through the slot sees there's a person in there, and he goes, hold on, ma'am. You're not supposed to be in there. And he like walks up to the door and they start undoing it. And one of the other guards stops them and looks into the room and is like, how did you get in here? This was cleared. We checked it over the last week.
The woman who should be occupying the cell took a trip and brought me with her and then trapped me in that.
And who are
now
you, ma'am?
I am I'm Everin Blackmire. My apologies.
One of the other guards, not the one who's talking to you, says she's one of the heroes of Vagler. She's a survivor.
Correct.
We need to do a little bit of talking with some people before we let you out. I'm sorry, we're not supposed to ever open this cell. We came down here and the door was gone.
Yes, I am aware. It is because again, the woman who is occupying the cell, who I'm afraid I never quite caught the name of.
We don't speak her name.
Well, she took an object of mine. And that's what blew the door open.
What object is so dangerous to destroy a cell of protection from the mages of high sorcery?
I am... In all honesty, I'm not quite sure. It was a gift to me from her late husband.
Now, if this was prior to Palanthus, I'd let you do that. But I'm going to need a bluff because that is absolute fucking bullshit.
That's fine.
And unfortunately...
I don't know why I have the bad... Like, I don't know
you
why...
You don't know why, but you do know what the
me.
fuck it is.
Oh, that's fine. Hold on. What's my modifier? Hold on. Where's
I'd like to remind you, you're at a disadvantage because you are in a zone of truth.
I didn't know I was in a zone of truth.
Nope.
Wait, don't I have to roll a save for a zone of truth? Yes?
You do not in here.
Great. Okay, not as good as the last one. That's gonna be.
Can't wait till you guys see my new cam I got, so I can show my dice rolls every fucking time.
Nice.
No.
16. Can I
16.
add a +2?
Yeah, absolutely. We can add +2 to it. I think we have
There's
charisma. We have charisma, or we have a social reroll, but I don't know if you want to waste it on a disadvantage. We do have charisma. I'll give you one from Kyle.
Yeah, I'll do the charisma. Thank you, Kyle.
He goes, I don't believe you don't know what your own item is, but I want to assume you didn't know how destructive it was for the sake of us getting you out of here. I will say that this destruction looks very similar to what happened to the castle a few weeks ago, and we're a little worried that whatever this item is might have been involved for that as well. So if you give us a day, we will bring you food. We will get you out. Unfortunately, our current marshal has been traveling. They are now to the north. And technically, I believe you and your crew are supposed to be on the 2 boats that have been waiting.
Correct.
Well, let me go get Darrent. I will be back.
Thank you.
So he wanders off. About a day passes. They do give you food and stuff in here. In this room, all the books have been taken out. All the items have been taken out. The rug has been taken out. And you can see she's been hand carving glyphs and circles in the floors and walls under her bed, hiding them under like her bucket everywhere.
Can I memorize them?
You can memorize what they are, or you could just give me an Arcana check.
I'll do that too, but I can also just memorize using the spell.
They're just shapes. No, you cannot cast magic in here.
Fair enough. And you said an Arcana check, yeah?
Yeah, Arcana. This would just be more like a what the fuck are these?
18.
So she has been trying to disrupt the anchor and the zone of truth, along with the anti-magic field that is in here to stop her from casting powers.
But she's obviously never been successful.
Never been successful. She has been trying for as many years as she's been down here. She's tried to mar them. There's marks all around them. She's never been able to break the line. You notice that all of the symbols are made of a metal, and she has not been able to disrupt that metal. And it is black.
This is probably dumb, and it probably won't do anything, but it was the first idea that popped in my head, and I've not got to try this yet. Is that a no, as in I can't do it?
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay.
As long as it's not magic. You can do anything. It's pretty much not magic.
It's not magic. I want to pull out my mace.
Okay.
Can I just like hit one of the lines and see if it breaks?
It doesn't break. It just tings.
Okay.
Because you don't have the sphere on it, which is where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, I know.
You ting it. It's hard, and it like the metal is. They do dent each other.
Okay.
Which you now know that it's probably adamantine or equivalent to your material, because that's the only way to really damage that stuff.
Yeah.
And they've basically made a way that no way her fingertips can break adamantine.
Yeah.
Until you find one rune that she has put a hole through. There's fingernail filings and stuff in it. Like, you can tell she's finally punched a hole through it.
Yeah.
And it's about that big. She has no objects, no weapons, no nothing.
But I do.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can tell she broke a hole in it without having that.
Yeah.
Can I get just an int check?
Yeah.
Don't have to be great. It just needs to be an int.
12.
Only way she can do that is she has a way to be equivalent to the same material you do, which means that she either smuggled something or she's trained hard enough to do it herself.
I'm hoping it's not the second one, because that's scary.
She knocked you out with one punch.
Fair enough.
A day later, they will come back for you. You eat food, you can rest here, all that kind of stuff. They come back for you. They open the door. Darrent is there in full Solamnic regalia with a Knight of the Rose symbol. I am sorry you were imprisoned. It has been a trying few weeks while you have been gone. I hope you come back with knowledge, however you got in the cell, which I will be honest, you can tell me on the trip north we are already late. Granted, we're only maybe a day and a half from where we need to be, but the water has receded so much, we have to go around the coast to get there now. Where's the rest of the team?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I believe still in Planthus.
Were you in the hut that walked away?
Yes.
Where is Wehan? Also there?
In Planthus.
There is a woman here who has injured many of our guards and killed a few, and she has made her way north to Vagler.
She's looking for Ispin's body.
She'll never find it. Ispin had very specific burial rules that were sent to me in Becklin. He is not in the water.
May I ask where he is?
Give me a persuasion. I think it's a fair thing for you to do. You've known him long enough. He's been working with you all long enough.
That's going to be 19.
19. He says he was buried in the catacombs below as an ex-knight of Solamnia.
It makes sense. She is hellbent on finding him.
Of course she
will
is.
not stop at anything, I fully believe.
Follow me. And as you're walking out of the prison, he tells you the following before we cut back to the group to see if they finish this, and then we'll get the group together. It says, Ispin found out early within their marriage that she was once the wife to a powerful necromancer.
Fistantlus.
That is correct. I and Becklin are the only ones who have any inkling about that. No matter. No matter. I don't need it. I don't. The less I know, the safer we are.
Right.
He was buried below. When married her, he gave up his right as a knight, but he did it to do what he thought was correct. Keep her from recovering her memories and finding her husband. He was doing his last service as, I believe, a knight of the Rose. He died. Everything went awry. She started to remember things. We couldn't keep her in check. And she would vanish from her prison, even though we know she has no magic. We'd not dare walk into the cell. That cell has not been opened since she was put in there. Obviously, she had a way in and out. I don't care. It's too late now. We understand that Ispin had hired people searching for heroes, that if this happened, they could help put her and him back. I'm assuming that didn't go well, since you're by yourself, and I don't see the rest.
They can't come back until Weehon's shop has recharged the
I didn't even know
the
that shop
enchantment.
moved.
I didn't either until it got up and walked away with me in it.
Listen,
But it needs a week before it can walk again.
and then they need days to get back here.
Not many, but yes.
I'm gonna have to leave a message for them to meet us
Meet us
there.
ahead.
Do you know enough about the shop? Do you think if they came to Kalamon, they could get themselves there? Has she told you enough about this monstrosity, this contraption, this thing in necromancy that she owns? Can it fly? It had bird legs?
As far as I am aware, it can walk, and until it stops,
Can it
won't,
swim?
Like a wonderful question that I don't know the answer to. But Weehon can transport without the house. I don't know if she can take all of them with her, but some.
I hope your time there brought back information that we need.
I believe it did, to a point, at the very least.
Then I would like to move you to the castle to be safe, along with the advisor that was left in charge, and Yelena, who is also here on behalf of...
Yelena. Where has she been this whole time, by the way?
She is working in the castle. We have found out that she has duplicates of herself.
Oh, I know. I met one and it died in my arms.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not that
it's a mess to clean that up.
It is. I didn't fully believe that she was dead.
She is not. The real one is not here, but one of her duplicates is always here, and another one travels back and forth quite frequently from their fort. So follow me. Let's get you cleaned up, rested,
please,
and we will decide if we're waiting for your group or not. Maybe they will send message to you now that you can tell me the story. We'll sit down. We'll eat, and you can tell me the rest of the story.
Yes.
With that, the camera follows as you make your way to the castle, past the destruction that's in the middle, repair for what you did, and no one knows totally about yet. There are grave sites right outside the castle for Cudgel's family that you walk by. I do need a will saving throw from you as you walk by. And it's not for you to feel bad.
Okay,
because I know that won't fucking happen.
I don't. 24.
You can feel the cold grasps of something trying to make contact with you, but not enough to be able to take control. And with that, we will go back to the rest of the party, and we'll see if they can get themselves out of this. I'll keep you on screen as well for this. As the camera fades to black, it comes back up to the party. It sees the the Draconian jump out the window, turn invisible, and begin to run out the back of the shop. The only thing left right now is this robed individual held by a pile of bones, pinning to the ground. Is another one is literally incredible hulking this thing into paste on the ground. A locust swarm has come out. Hagen is transformed into his other version, and the two knights are making their way in. That brings us to the top of the round, which I believe is Hagen. Hagen, what would you like to do in this situation?
Solrock has inherited the damage Hagen took last time.
Oh, shit.
So what he'd like to do, first and foremost, because I don't know how much of a danger we're still in, I'm going to spend a deific heal on myself.
Smart. I will grab it for you.
No, I got one right
here.
here.
Okay, cool. Whose is it? Don't need days,
Servant
just
Hands.
choose. Sweet.
Thank you. Complete the card. All right. So he's healed up, which is nice because I was at 2 hit points. If you want to take a look behind the...
Were you really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that's back up, and
Everyone's fair game.
I will in his standard deep resonant voice, he will say, "Necromancer, Have no fear. Your backup has arrived, and it looks like your intruder has left behind a minion. And I will kind of wave a hand towards her, and Allie, you will heal.
You can fucking
13
heal
hit
people?
points.
How many was that? Sorry.
13.
What?
I had no idea.
As a bonus action, I can
you.
spend some of my special bullshittery and do a heal on one person inside my aura.
Now,
I'm not the only person that can heal anymore.
as the camera passes
Very
by as you
small.
wave, and it passes by, you said the gemstone is now like kind of embedded in your skin, right?
Yeah,
With, like,
it's like like he was born with it now. Before it was like burned in, and now it is just like a part of his anatomy.
While it is ruby, there are fragments of like green emerald and a set of eyes that show up inside of it now. They are draconic looking.
Oh,
I'll say they
that's
look like draconic. They may not be dragons. You would know more about it, but that's what the public would see it as.
Okay.
Hagen, I would right now like to give you access to a limited wish spell.
okay.
It's a random
Have to use
roll,
it
and
Now?
it has to be used in the same day,
Oh, okay.
right? Same day, 1 day to use. Just so you know, you now have access to that. That is new to you. That was not in the contract.
It was not.
When you hear a whisper of something in your native language, it is telepathic, so I'm not going to talk about it here. You can message, and I can tell you more about it later.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else in your action?
Yeah. What does it cost me an action to spend that card for the deific heal?
Yes, it is your
that like an
action.
action?
Yes.
That is
The only
my
ones that
action.
aren't
Okay, the
action
bonus
is when you're spending them to do the dice bonuses, or if it's something like a wild magic that has to be a spell getting casted at the same time.
Sure.
Something along those lines. But deific heal is your action.
Okay, then the bonus action was to heal
Mhm.
Weehan, and then
Are you going to move?
yeah, I guess I'm done. No, I'm fine where I'm standing.
All right, cool. It goes to Taryn. Taryn, outside, you and your friend are standing out there. He says, do you want me to circle around back? I heard a crash.
As did I.
Dragonelle is
You
behind
go you go left.
Will
I'll
do.
go right.
He runs, hops on the flower bed, hops the wall, and climbs over in full plate.
Nice. I'm going to use my Squire of Solamnia feat, and I'm going to mount the Dragonelle using 5 feet of movement instead of half.
All right.
And I'm going to fly over the shop and land next to the broken window.
Okay,
Hey, what
so
did it say?
you fly over the shop. Let me scroll out a bit and move up. Move. Can you move the Dragonelle, or do you not have access to it?
I do not.
All right, I'll move them for you. All right, actually, here, I'll do this. Dragonelle, I will say generic token, all players. There you go. Now can you move him?
Yes.
All right.
Can you make mine so it's on a different... Can you put it so my character can be on top of it if I'm mounted? My
Done.
token? Cool.
Should work now. Yep. I forgot you guys can't do front and back.
Yeah,
All right.
so he's going to... Yeah, we're going to fly over, and he's going to land next to the window. I'm going to say Chris's Seek.
So it is all glass is all shattered. If he's going to seek and he lands, can I get a? Does it have scent? I don't think they do.
I don't have its stat bar. I only have the picture.
All right, I do have it. They do not have scent, but you can give me a perception check at disadvantage. I have their stat. I will get one up for you.
Okay. Is he using his or mine?
Theirs. So just roll.
Okay. Nat 20.
He's
Oh,
literally
wait, you said
disadvantage. Yeah.
Damn. F. I rolled a 6 and a 20.
It sniffs the area and doesn't find anything as it feels around, but there's nothing nearby. And then it closes its eyes and bites in front of it because they have blind sight 30 foot. Can I please get an attack roll? They are
From
a
me or
plus
chat?
from you. It's a +5.
Oh, okay.
Say claws, doesn't bite. Claws.
It's only 9. I rolled a 4.
Roll again. It gets 2 attacks.
Okay. Wait, you said claws or it's biting?
Claws. They don't have bite attack. They have claw attacks.
Okay. Ooh, that's better. 18.
That does hit. You do 2d6 +3 and a d6 fire. Salami feet? No, it's not salami feet. Salami.
Sorry, 2d6 and a d6 fire.
Yeah, 2d6 +3
2d6 +3, so 9
and then
points.
a d6 fire.
Is it breathing or is it just?
No, they just do fire damage with a claw. Their claws are superheated.
Jesus.
Yep.
So 9 points of regular damage and 2 points of fire damage.
He hits it, ignites him on fire because I failed my save, and he's literally right in front of you.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to land. I was like, I hope he lands like on the other side, so I have a chance to run. Not happening now. He looks to you, sees you. You're out of actions, I assume, right? You flew. You had to search and attack. You're done.
Probably, yeah.
He ran and jumped. Weehan, one person left that is on the ground. I am holding my action as the creature on the ground.
Okay.
In response
so
for
Weehan
something.
Yeah. Weehan is going to know pretty immediately that this thing is undead.
You know it's undead. I'm not even going to...
So,
I mean, you know it is,
yeah.
not what it is.
Right. Okay. So in that case, honestly, a lot of the things that she has are not great to go up against undead creatures, which is
Sure.
interesting.
Sure.
So, let's see. Unfortunately, the distort gravity is going to be a concentration as well, which limits our spell list even more. So I think we are going to start by deferring to my bone beast baby.
Sure. I mean, I would.
You know what? That's not as much fun. It's just not as fun.
Murder is always fun in video games. I mean, tabletop games.
Let's go ahead and let's do some additional summoning for my action this turn. It only makes sense, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Right.
Beautiful.
So out of the
Okay,
pile
I'm
of
glad we
bones, what are you
agree.
summoning?
I'm bringing a gorger for funsies. There we go. So from the bones, this thing emerges as well. So now they are flanking. Yay!
I mean, I was already grappled, so why not insult to injury? Go with your two
funsies.
babies.
Okay, it's baby time.
Allie has
First
secretly been
roll.
wanting to play a bad guy for a long time, and now what I fear is she's tasted the power, and she will never go back to anything other than evil alignment.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine.
Like she's gonna be like, "Can I make a new character for campaign 2? I feel like evil's in my blood." And I blame Kelly.
Oh, it's definitely Kelly's influence. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
100%.
So the Bone Beast is going to kick things off with a 16 to hit with a bite attack.
No,
No?
no, it hits me.
Okay, cool.
You have advantage on it. I
Something
mean,
changed? You get some shields up? I don't know.
Band Bone Beast and Gorger, the album
Bone Beast and
from
Gorger.
a bone pile.
Oh,
That 100% needs to be something for our next Ogre Force.
Okay, yes, please.
or Corpse Talk. Oh my god, that is going to be the official band for Corpse Talk.
Yes.
Yes, that's precious. So the first one is 9 points of
Clip that.
piercing damage. And then the Gorger is going to come in with, oh, look at that, another bite attack, but it does more damage. Let's see. First roll is a 17 on the dice versus
It's-
a 10, so it's
I don't know
a
why
17.
Weehan is singing. I don't think that's something she does. She
You
doesn't
know,
seem like
that's
a singer.
That's I'm really excited about my summons. Okay, so that's a 22 to hit.
That hits me.
Cool. Alrighty. That's not as exciting. That's going to be 8 plus 3, so 11 points piercing
Dead.
damage from the Gorger.
Dead. As this thing bursts again and another swarm comes out, I need everyone within 10 foot to make a Constitution save.
It's okay. They can come back.
That's why I asked Hagen if he was going to move, but he didn't. So Zolarak.
Well, you know.
Ooh, way better damage this time.
Natural 20.
Okay, only half for you.
Nice.
Still
Got
half.
a nat 20 for the Gorger and
half.
a 13 for the Bone Beast.
Still half. It would have been 22 points of damage.
Ooh.
But half to each of you. As this thing dies, we fall out of initiative. With that said, the group, I'm assuming, would gather back up. In the back, the guy puts his hands up. The Draconian does, because there's a fucking dragon. And in Draconic, do you speak Draconic, Drew?
Mm-hmm.
In Draconic, he says, "Beast, you work for Ttrpgfamily." And I'm going to try a handle animal versus your handle animal. I will give you advantage because you've been dealing with this creature and slowly gaining its trust.
Okay.
And you feed it. Ooh. Spend everything you got, buddy. That's all I'm going to tell you. I will even allow social reroll for this if you need one.
Ooh, the magic word.
Yeah.
I mean,
Amalith says,
I
I think singing would be natural to self-monologue. Can't think of a touch of stone. No.
no, I'll add a +2 to Dex.
For handle animal? Is it Dex?
Or not Dex.
Out of your
+2
mind?
to Charisma. The Dex Charisma card.
Gotcha. Got one for you. Charisma it is. We'll use, let me scroll down here. We're going to use... We'll use the serving hand ones. We got a couple in a row there. All right.
Yeah, because I already had advantage, so there's not really much else I can do.
Nope.
So that's a 21.
You could spend a social card to re-roll if you needed to, is what I was saying. If you need higher roll.
I mean, I rolled a 16.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
A 16 and a 13, so...
Unfortunately, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
And your total is what?
21.
We're tied. I suck at it.
Cool. I'm going to...
It, like, stops attacking and, like, looks back at you, looks at him. It's that look of, like, maybe... They're both food?
When he looks back at me, I'm going to reach down and pat him on the head and go, "Good boy."
Oh, that's...
And
You're gonna
completely
waste your...
trusting. And with the other hand, I'm going to blast that fucker in the face
With what?
With Sacred Flame.
Oh, I forgot you cast... Okay, so you blast... Do I make a save?
No,
Or is it a roll to hit? All right, go ahead. I might get messed up on this. This is actually a really good
Oh no,
chance
I'm
to
sorry.
get messed
It's a Dex saving throw. I'm sorry.
so it is. All right.
Yeah,
Dex
it is a saving throw. My bad.
14?
That just hits it.
All right.
That is the save DC.
All right. Do I still take damage? I think I do. I think a half, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
nothing.
Target must
Whoa.
succeed on a Dex saving throw or take 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay. So as you go to blast, he moves to the side, and when he
Or actually, hang on a second. What color is the card to up a DC?
green, and you already used a green.
Damn it. Thought it was a blue. Fuck. Okay.
Nope. And he dodges to the side. When he does, though, the Dragonelle looks at him because he moved quick and you were petting him. I would like you to give me 2 attack rolls for the Dragonelle +5.
Okay.
No sudden movements. Isn't that the rule?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I figured since it's tied, I'll give it to the person who's been its handler for the last couple weeks. Seems fair.
That's an 11 and a 15 to hit.
15 does hit me.
Okay.
2d6 plus 3 plus a d6 fire.
9 plus 3 is 12 points of damage and 2 more damage of fire. So 14 points.
14 points. Still up. He goes back to the defense. He's like, fine, to Draconic. He's like, what do you want? And I'm assuming everyone can hear the argument in the back. Are you walking around back, or is Weehan going in her shop? What is everybody doing as this conversation starts?
Weehan is definitely dispelling all of the skeletal hands.
All right, so you
are sucked back into the shop. Yeah.
Taking care of your shit. Boop.
Yes. And she is going to definitely cross over to the bone beast behind the counter, and you see her pull out thread and just start kind of stitching it.
Are you fixing it?
Oh. I'm not just fixing it. We have the technology. We are making it better, faster, stronger.
Oh my god.
What have I created?
I am using
Kelly, this is your fault.
level...
I would like to repeat myself. Kelly, this is all your fault. As soon as she said she had a key point, I went, motherfucker.
Fucker.
Should not let Kelly build things if this is not what you want in this life.
That was Kelly was my sounding board, but I made the decisions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what all people with Stockholm Syndrome say.
Look.
Evil is now your god. So
Not my captor.
And its
I'm
name
here
is Malort.
willingly.
Oh, God. You're welcome. Thanks, Kelly.
Please don't.
No, I am using
welcome.
my 10th level necromancer feat, which is arcane stitching. So I am currently stitching a graft onto
None of this sounds good.
onto my little bone beast over here.
What does the graph do, or do you want to wait?
I'll let you find out, because this actually technically isn't a graft. It's just an additional magical effect that it can do now.
So
I'm
you're
going to be working on the graft here in a little bit.
and it like slides to Zolarak. Zolarak, to save AI budget, are you back to Hagen size as it slides across? The camera slides?
No.
Oh, no?
No. We're here to stay now.
Oh, you're Zolarak. Oh, okay. Are
They
you...
pay by the episode. They pay him by the episode.
Yeah.
It's not by the
Yeah. Hagen, I don't know how to really... I don't think I'll go into it in the game, really. But Hagen was collecting obligations like baseball cards. And now that the biggest one has been paid off and it has benefited Zolarag's like, yeah, okay. Now we got that under our belt. Let me play a little bit.
So are you staying outside and healing yourself, or are you going to go around back where the sound is?
No, we'll go to the back.
All right. There is probably a gate exit, like out over here.
All right.
Or there's one on this end here.
No, go left.
All right. You're making your way around, and then other than that, the knight would run around. 1, 2, 3. He would get to here. See that you shot at it. It has his hands up. He pulls out manacles and not manacles, a band, and throws it. I make contact.
Bolero.
When it hits, it goes shunk and turns into 3 and wraps around him and cinches. And the guy falls to the ground. He goes, I won't fight you, but that doesn't mean that I won't capture you or break your bones in the process. And he walks over and grabs the manacle like creature, the bound creature, and starts to hoist him up. We're out of combat, everybody, and you have the first actual captive that we've had in 31 episodes from the Red Dragon Army. With that said, I would like to do a little fast forwarding to get the group back together.
We had the little one early on.
What did you say? Yeah, what early
We had
on?
the little guy early on. I put him in a...
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like, you weren't supposed to catch my bad guy, and I was like,
forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. Whole person.
No. And then we put a fake cage around him, so he thought he was
He
screwed.
fucking thought he was screwed. That's
And
great.
poisoned himself, and I did spare the dying. So
That's a
he couldn't
long
kill
time
himself.
ago.
We released him.
That was like second or third episode.
It was the
back
very
in
first
Vogler.
episode we all did as a group.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
So
was right after Preludes.
So as everybody gathers themselves back up in the hut, the army outside and there's a quick cut and montage of like Taryn and Raymond talking to them about where we're traveling, that we're going to go north around the river. I'm going to switch us to the set map for a minute so everybody can kind of look at where we're going. That it's going to take, what was it, 3 days? How long did it take you guys to get here? Was it 3 or 5 days?
3, I think.
3,
No,
I think.
3
We
to
were
you.
hauling
I
ass.
thought it was 3 to
So,
And then like
gosh,
2 more
do I
after
have
that.
crunched
you.
numbers?
And it was pretty long. Hold on here.
Maybe.
So here's
I didn't
the
save all the numbers after I did.
here's the map. Thanks, Monday. It'll never not be funny, by the way.
It's still on there.
I'm not getting rid of it till the water's gone. I did reduce its size as the water reduced. So yeah, you all went from here to roughly here to get him, and then you cut across this way, and then that takes us to the big map, which is the Ansalon poster map, right? The continent. And then let me pull up. I'm gonna move us to I'll move us to the big map here, actually. And that, if we look at the area, I thought it was a week. Is this pretty? It's pretty far.
Here,
Here we go. Here
here.
to here to here, over the hills, through here to there is 345 miles.
345? I'm on it.
Yeah, I know you have the math in the background. So 345 miles. Still pretty far. As you're planning to go back, you want to go north. Obviously, Taryn would be talking about the dragon that flew over, so you think it was. Now, looking back, you're guessing it was one of those mechanical beasts.
Okay.
Because no one has ever seen a dragon. Until this green dragon, no chromatic dragons have been seen since the Cataclysm. And you would know from what Riemann says is that, yeah, there are none because they left with Takesis. And all the other dragons left as well. There have been none. You could not have seen the dragon. It must have been something else. There's talks about the Red Dragon Army, the things that are going on. It's going to be a long trek back, but with 500 soldiers, if you go north, even if you were to encounter a real dragon, there's a good chance you could take it on. 500 men are 500 men. A dragon is a dragon. As long as you can ground it or get to it, you have a chance. A week will go by as you wait outside and everyone heals up. I would like to tell everybody they are now going to be level 10. Weehan, you are level 11.
Level 10?
Everybody will be going to level
there
10.
At 6.
I will tell you that the
That's
City of
fantastic.
Lost Names, level 10, is 2 levels lower than I think you should be for it.
Fun.
But you guys have so many cards and powers, we'll be all right. But Riemann, and you plan the path. Weehan starts getting everything set up and the house fixed. I do need one more survival check to close out before travel happens to make sure the Dragon L over that week is your buddy.
Oh, the handle animal. Gotcha.
Oh, Riemann is happy to help you. He is who trained all the Cavaliers here. He will give you aid.
So, advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and he will give you inspiration for a D8. Bardic inspiration, because he's a bard.
Oh, so that adds a D8 to my roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll take the first one. 15. 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23. 23 handle animal.
You now have a Dragonel.
Dope.
Look up Mountain Combat, get used to it. Since you guys will be leveling to get us started. I'm not too worried about leveling right now. We will get into it. There isn't going to be a combat out of the gate tonight. We'll see, though. Maybe there will be. So kind of think about what you get. Most of your bonuses to hit, your skill bonuses, that's the stuff you're going to want to increase.
Hit points.
Yeah, hit points. We have never done this live. And I feel like people should probably know how we do hit points. Because I feel like this is just a Frankhouse house rule. The way we do hit points on this show is when we roll, Everybody rolls their hit die, because I like the randomness of hit dice. I think most people like to roll their hit dice instead of taking average. The lowest roll, or voted on by the team, can re-roll per level, letting everyone kind of keep that average, but you get some people, if they really, and we've seen this done, they've just kept giving it to a fighter or a barbarian to make that guy just a hit point battery. Like the mage is like, I rolled a 1, but don't worry, you rolled a 5, take it. And they keep the higher of the two. So that's a house rule we've had for, as long as Todd and I have been playing together, at least.
Wait, keep the higher of the 2 or the reroll?
No, you keep the higher of the 2.
20.
Always.
No, you keep the higher of the 2.
You've always
24?
kept the higher of the 2.
23.
Always.
Huh.
So everybody can roll theirs. I would say throw them in chat, or Discord if everyone's on there. And while that's going on, I will kind of get us ourselves back to there while you guys can discuss some stuff in the background. In chat, please don't talk while I'm doing this. It's too hard to talk. When 5 people are screaming in the background. And as we watch the camera pan way back and kind of give us the red line and travel on the map, between Weehan's hut traveling 500 soldiers, the trip back to Vogler should be easy. And I told the party it would be, but I'm kind of a liar. Can I have the audience roll me percentiles? On an 11 or lower, there is an encounter. Percentiles. And it's based on the highest level in the party for this. While they're rolling that, they walk past the old temple that the group originally fought at the first time they actually worked as a group, which was a shrine or a temple to all of the different gods. It is in the middle of being rebuilt by now by a group of people. 74, all right. As that happens, they pass through there, maybe rest for the evening, making their way towards near Vogler. I'm assuming the group is not going to enter Vogler since that's probably occupied by the Red Dragon army. But they do have the option as a group to send their 500 soldiers to take it back if they think that that is a good idea as a group. So that is the first decision I need for the party. Would you take your 500 soldiers along with yourselves? And this is a simple 2-roll system if you take the city back or not, and risk your 500 soldiers taking Vogler back. The water has receded from there. You're welcome to make that roll as a group. What do you all think? And this could have been a discussion on the way because you know it was coming. That was a long pause with no conversation.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I just I realized I did math wrong as usual.
I mean, speaking of math,
Look.
I have the math on how long it's going to take us to get there.
How long?
And so 345 miles, that's 60 feet per second, or 60 feet per round, which is 6 seconds, which is 10 feet per second. It's going to be a total of 50.6 hours.
Are you fucking, because it does, well, but the horses can't travel that fast. And
How
that
fast do the horses go?
they can only do X amount of miles a day. So unless you leave them behind and tell them to meet you there. And this is the second decision that that's probably the first decision. You know you're supposed to go somewhere to the waste, but you don't know where. So you do need to go back to Kalamon to find out. Now, you could teleport back, find out, teleport back to the hut, and then beeline it and cut days off. And then send the military that you brought with the new knight and tell him to mount up on the boats and take the boats there. And they would just be behind by a week. Or you can travel with the knights, which will slow everything down.
Okay. How fast can the horses go in terms of like how many
I
miles
think
per
it's
day?
12 miles between land and everything. Hold on. I have it
Okay.
actually written down. Hold on here. Notes. It is... If you are how many feet is it? It's 60.
Mm-hmm.
30 miles a day.
30? Okay.
So the military, they
So
say...
that's going to be about a little bit over 11 days. So we'll
Yeah, so
round
it's
it
gonna-
up to 12 days.
We'll just say 10 because there's paths and stuff that you can follow. We'll just say an easy 10 for them. That's a lot longer than y'all.
Yeah. We're like, boom, we're there. What's up?
Yeah. So would the group want to travel with them? Or is Weehan going to teleport, come back with the info, and then are you going to walk out through the waste and tell them to go on their own? No one's stopping fight. Like, though, it would, if it was a worst case scenario and those 500 guys get killed, you are probably dead as well if you're with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, here is Weehan's stance. Weehan's stance. She's not too concerned about the lives of the cavalry.
Anyone else?
Unfortunately. She wants to get the info as quickly as possible, so I feel like Terran may be the most opposed to that.
The lives of the knights? Yes.
Rimon says, I am 100% fine traveling with the knights and getting them there. I have been commanding this unit for many, many years now, and I've trained almost every one of these 500 men. I could get them there.
I mean, eventually, yes, but...
Well, I would say within 10 to 15 days we could be there, mounted on the boats. Sailing around that northern tip is only a few hours by boat. We would be there. We would be at the fort you're talking about in less than 15 days, I would say, 16 days.
Oh my God. 16 days? That's...
Well, in total, the trip from here all the way to there, that's going home, mounting 500 cavalry, getting him on the boats that are left behind, sailing out to that fort that we are talking about visiting. Plus, we got to disseminate the information that your friends have left behind, and also your one friend and companion is missing.
We do need to find her. I don't trust her by herself for too long. I'm sure
Well,
she's
you should
fine,
never
though.
trust anyone by themselves. People by themselves make bad decisions. That's why you travel with an army. Many people to help you make the right decision.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For example, your black robe, right? That decision was by yourself. That is a bad decision. Unless that was made with numerous people, then good decision?
It is not my choice or the choice of any mage. It is simply based on our actions and our strengths during our trials.
Right. Those actions are your... Anyway. So, you know what I'm saying, though. I think we should probably at least find your friend. I could send a scout ahead and have them run harder to get there and see. Unless you have some magical way to get there quicker. Or Dragonel could fly Terran there. That would be extremely quick. Not as quick as this house, obviously, because that's just insane that this house is walking and I'm riding in it.
I mean, there are ways to get there quickly.
Do you have a way to send a message to her or magic of any form?
I believe so. Consulting my very, very long spell list.
I mean, if you have scry, you could scry and send a message to the scry.
I do, yes.
All right. Cool.
Oh,
This will be fun. How many days into the travel are you all making this decision? Like, you travel 2 days and you're like, we could be there literally faster than this is taking.
Yeah.
So I'll say 2 days sounds about right? That sounds fair?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
So as the 2 days happen and Weehan gets ready to cast her spell, are you going, I'm assuming, into your scrying pool for it? I'm going to bring the two of you on cam. Everin, you are sitting at the table. A raven lands on the table with a skull for a head and squawks, and then suddenly you hear Weehan's voice. As Weehan tries to find the die she threw on the floor, that's my guess.
No, I kicked my lights and turned them off.
Even better.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So?
Everin?
Oh, Weehan, how lovely it is to hear.
I'm assuming you're in a jail cell somewhere.
No longer, thank
No?
fucking God.
Okay.
Darren
Where
goes,
exactly are you?
Whose bird is this?
This is Weehorn.
No, that makes sense.
The bird turns and smiles at him.
I don't know how skulls smile, but that is creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I feel like it's just kind of like a...
The jawbone detaches and like slides up.
Oh, that's worse.
Well then, are you close? Everyone is safe. Long story that you probably don't have a lot of time for.
With the speed of this group, I've got plenty of time. Go on ahead.
Cliff Notes version. You ran away. I got stuffed in a painting. Put in a jail cell, had to be held there for 24 hours. I found the real Salira. Thank you so much for that one.
Okay.
She took a sweet time trying to explain that she's finding Ispen's body, and she's not stopping at all until she's found it.
Wouldn't that technically mean Weehan's not guilty of your stepsister being turned into a skeleton?
Don't remind me. To be fair, I thought it was her, so
Yeah.
I've been right to hold blame this entire time.
But not now?
But now I am thinking of the idea of forgiveness.
Yeah.
It's new to me, so you'll have to forgive.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. You don't understand it. You're bad at it, but they must forgive you. Okay, all right, just making sure that I got that fucking sentence correct.
It seems like Weehon maybe has more empathy to this world than I do.
Okay.
And that's fair.
Okay. Fucking bullshit.
Good news, though, I'm now out. She is also out, which is the bad news. Darrett and I may have to move ahead depending on how far you all are, and you'll just meet us up north.
Darren says, yes, we have 2 boats ready for the 100 soldiers for one, yourselves, and then whoever your soldiers you were bringing from the fort, from Wheel, we have 2 boats ready to go.
Okay, and your exact locations, please.
We're in Kalaman now. The other group has been using some magical device made by Tatiana that they can speak through a chain. It takes a little while to get to us, but we're talking minutes.
The Fogab.
Yes, the fog out.
Yeah, it's yes. So my understanding is they have found an elven ship. With that, they found an elven wizard. That wizard is named Dalamar, which Weehan you have met before.
Okay.
He's a powerful wizard. He is not one of the high sorcery. He is a blue robe from Sylvanesti, but he has dabbled and practiced with other wizards of high sorcery. He is technically a higher caster than you are.
Ooh, okay. Well, then
He's an
certainly fine.
evocationist.
Okay.
And
In that case,
he knows cataclysmic magic. Like pre-cataclysm is what that means. He is. They found him. They kicked. He's looking at notes. He kicked. Yeah. The group fought off a group of Red Dragon army members out of a fort, and you are to meet at that fort, or at least station yourself on that fort. It's on the tip of the map that you have that is marked, and they currently. And this is where we need to leave now. They believe they found a way into the city of Lost Names, and we are to meet them at a northern location on the map. He describes the location. I'm going to scroll up for you. I need to find, so I can mark it, because I have not marked it on the map yet. Okay. We believe the city is in a gap on, where is the letter? To the far north, about a little over halfway up the northern waste in a sunken crater. I'm going to move. If you look up on the map, I'm going to slide over. You can see the K that I just put on the map to the north, which is here. That seems to be where they are headed. I don't know how they're getting there. Now, looking at where you have to go, if we zoom all the way out, as you are like soaking in your pool that you use for scrying, It is, if it's a direct shot from Capwn, 156 miles.
So like a day.
For you all. Or you could cut it and come up and sweep through at 72 and then send the army over to here. Because taking the army through this ravine and shit would be a bitch. When they leave Capwn, they will go like this, and they will be here, and I think it's a day. You could tell them to sail all the way up here and depart, or all the way up and around and depart here, and then move in, because that means they're only moving in 24 miles. And they could set up camp to the north. So either have them walk with you, or sail all the way around to meet. You can take that information back to the group as you're traveling.
Yeah.
Darren says, I believe the best course of action is we send one boat to the tower, or the fort that they talked about here, which is D. And I think we take another set up and around to assist in anything that is going on. Have you found any other information that I should be bringing? Or do you have any other people that will be joining us? Because he has no idea you have 500 fucking knights.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. What are the accommodations like for extra fleets?
Fleets? I mean,
Fleets.
we have vessels, but really we have oversized fishing boats that we're using for some of it, and we have 2 military vessels, but we're keeping one here, and one is already being sent out with you. Why?
I think the count was 500.
500 what?
Salamnic Knights.
You have 500 Slavic knights.
I believe that's the current count. Yes.
That
Wait. Sorry.
A tide
Terrence
changer.
here. 501.
There was
2.
quite-
Raymond raises his finger as you're in the pool.
Get out of my bathroom.
Is that a bathroom? It's your fucking laboratory. Oh wait, same thing. So you have 500 plus yourselves. I will. How long till you're here? Till the men are here. The knights are here. How long?
Till they are here, we're looking at about 12 days. For
All right.
for us, I think we could probably make it there by breakfast.
By breakfast. You'll be here by breakfast.
We can be, or we can keep trudging
House is a
along.
ridiculous place.
The note says to be to that location as quick as you can. Our advanced group for Capwn, they are already leaving the obelisk. And apparently, this is my understanding, they have already made it to the obelisk, and they believe they know where and how to get there quickly, which means they're going to be there within the week.
Oh, well, that changes things quite a bit.
They have soldiers with them already, so they do have a contingent there. We just want to send more.
Well, we have more.
If you think you can bring all those soldiers there, Riemann goes, we would have to get food on the way unless you have a way to make food or a way to get food here for 500 soldiers and 500 horses. We already are bringing some.
Well,
How much can I make of it?
Darren goes, I don't have a way to magically get to you. And he looks to Everin, doesn't know she's a caster. It's just like, I think you should send them here. We will load the boat for 500 men and 500 horses.
okay.
Because the desert does not provide food.
It does not.
There is water, though. You could fish for a little while.
I would like you to designate,
I
in
can
addition
also make
to
water.
Designate what?
in addition to the two of you, if you could designate 2 to 3 more. Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to have this many people in my home. If you could go ahead and, in addition to yourselves, choose 2 or 3 of the folks that you feel are going to be best equipped to accompany us, we will go on ahead.
I mean, are you, Wehan, are you coming here to pick up Everin?
We're picking you up, yes.
Okay, well, I would say, Everin, I can send one of the hospitalers with you, if you want a medic. Again, still not knowing she's a healer. And there is a large individual who's been outside the city. Every time we approach them, they say they are waiting to speak to our people we've sent out. I keep telling them they are gone. The man is ginormous. His name is Cag. I don't want him in the city. If you'd like to move him as far away from Capwn as possible, I would be happy with that.
I do not see why I cannot take care of your unwanted guest. I would welcome a hospitaler. I obviously, though being medically trained, I cannot heal 500 people on my own. It is quite a large number for one medic.
Then that army should come here so that we can have them on a boat with food.
Yes.
Yes.
Liam? Darren would say, I don't know who Liam is.
I've met him a couple of times. He's fine. He's worked with Hagen before.
Ooh, you've only been here for maybe 2 days without them. If you would like to give me what is gather info now? History? Local, right? Local?
Local is not a thing.
So it's history.
Yeah, local would be history.
Oh, give me a persuasion roll. See if you've seen him in the city hall or encountered or heard about him. He's pretty
perception.
quiet. It's not. I'm pretty sure you haven't, but there's a chance. I mean, he really just hasn't been around, to be honest with you.
That's only a 10. I don't.
Not seen him since you guys left the first time.
Yeah.
Well, then, this Keg gentleman is interested. He is a large person. Does that make the teleportation more difficult? He is large, technically speaking.
We're not.
I think he counts as 2 people.
Teleportation. Everin, why don't you take your time and figure out the best addition?
Leaving your ass there's like, fuck you, bye.
No, I feel like Wehan at this point is starting to get like pruny.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So she's like, Everin, I trust your judgment. We'll be there by morning. The cavalry will be there a few days later. So the folks that we can accommodate on here can join us at that time, and our group will go on ahead. Does that sound like a plan?
More than fine. Should I meet you where your shop normally stands?
You're really growing on me. You are really growing on me, Everett. That sounds lovely.
Are you ending the scry on that note?
Yes.
So as you end the scry, there is a quiet in the room for a minute, and Darren looks up, and he looks to the back of the room, and he goes, Torque, if you could bring the extra device for us. In the room, out of the wall, you thought it was stone, this lion-faced statue moves and sets a second Fargab on the table. Am I going with them? Just like, if you want to hitch a ride, I think that the other group would appreciate that. And it looks at her and goes, my name is Torque. I work for the council, well, the current council of Capwn. You wanted Liam.
if we can. He's worked with Hagen before, seems to know his way around things, and I quite frankly don't know that many people that are still in the city.
Well, I cannot take you to Liam. I can tell you that he is in the waste. He is investigating a blue dragon's old cave, looking for any form of magical remnants we can use.
All right, then let's discuss who is still in the city, because it seems like it is my job to determine who goes.
The gentleman outside the city, Cag, he is a oracle or a seer. Bringing him could be good or may scare the troops.
Noted.
We left him outside of the city because, well, those reasons.
Has he talked of anything that he's seen?
I don't converse with him. I just know where he is. I keep eyes. Darren goes, if you two want to speak, I'm going to gather everything I need. I have at least 2 days of work, and I need to do it in 24 hours before they get here. So I will let you speak. And he leaves the room. When he turns and talks to you, and you turn back, Torque is gone.
Oh, well, that was not.
He goes, he does that. He's still in the room, and he walks out of the room.
Okay, we can have this conversation wherever you are most.
He did not move. You look back, and he slowly is visible again.
Oh. Huh.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Quite a bower you have there.
I'm going with you. I have things to bring. I need to fly to the fort. I will be back before morning.
Perfect. I will.
You can bring 2 people, right?
Is it 2 people outside of Torque, or is it 2 people including Torque?
Is it Everin and somebody, or is it Everin plus 2 for whatever you're gonna do,
yeah.
Leon?
Everin plus 2. Mm-hmm.
Everin plus 2. Cool.
Just the amount of people that I'm okay with having here.
I have someone I could bring if we don't want to bring Cag.
May I ask who, just so I am prepared?
What is there to prepare for? A name doesn't prepare.
It does if I know who they are.
You do not. Nor does the council.
Interesting.
But they do listen to me. And I can make them listen to someone else if deemed.
All right. Yes, bring your friend, acquaintance, whatever
I will
title
meet
you would like to give them.
South of the city, near the forest. He should not be near the city. He is too large.
Noted. All right. Should that be before or after Weehon shop lands? We will be meeting Weehon.
He's not there.
Where Weehon shop should stand. Fantastic. I am just
talking to yourself, and you touch where he was. He's actually gone this time.
All right. And I'm just going to sit here and talk to myself. For Everin to prep. The only thing Everin needs to do before she leaves the city is I want that painting.
In the basement.
The painting that
I want the painting. Are you gonna try to steal it, or are you gonna ask for it?
I'll ask for it.
So
it's not like she fucking needs it anymore.
You know where the prisons are when you go back down there? They have sealed the door back up. And the guard at the stairs we are not to open this door. Everything in there is in there, and it shall not leave.
I need that painting.
The painting will be there. Once the marshal is back, I could let you in then, but that is the first time that door has been opened in over 50 years.
And I appreciate that, but I was not the only prisoner within that painting.
I am not allowed to open the door, and I do not have the key to open the door. That door was destroyed, and we did repair it, but I am not to open it. I am sorry. I'm sorry that there is something important to you left in there. I will make note. And he like pulls out a book. There is guards all over the place, right? But there is always a guard stationed at this door. He like starts writing down your name. What is it? The painting of? He like looks in the room. That one?
Painting of me, yes.
And there's tons of paintings in this room.
It's the one that's of me, of mine.
You're not in there. Painting, as soon as you left, it's not in the painting anymore. It is gone.
Was it the one that you said it was the one that looked like the yard, right?
Yes, it looks like a yard, but there's a lot of pieces in there. You point out which one it is. I mean, it's not hard to be like, nope, 4 down, 3 over,
Just
you know.
making sure.
Yeah. And he goes, okay, all right. I have it noted that you would like it when the marshal comes back, or the governor comes back, or the advisor gives me the okay, which she will not. She's told not to give any okays other than the okays that were left. We can talk about getting it out for you.
Note it somewhere, please, that this is not just an item. It is its own prison. I would venture to say there are many prisons within that prison, from what I observed. But it is not just an.
How about I just say they should talk to you? Because this
sounds
writing this sounds very crazy.
I get it, honestly.
Talk to Everin Blackmire about painting 4 down, 3 from the left. Okay, good for you. I will make sure that this information is passed in the next town hall meeting with the governor in charge currently in 7 days. It will be in here. It's not going anywhere. I apologize for the inconvenience.
As long as she doesn't come back for it.
Oh, I don't even know what's in there. Sorry. This is my first day on post. The other guard did not make whatever happened, and I was upgraded pay to be the new guard.
Well, congratulations, at least.
I believe so, too.
I will be up north taking care of things for other people. But if it does come to pass that you are able to get the painting out,
I will not be.
And whoever gets the painting out, not you.
We will wait till you come back. It will not be brought out until we can hand it to you. Because we will not open the door.
Perfect. Works great.
Excellent. Have a great day.
You too.
Blessings of the sun as you walk away. 24 hours pass. Weehan, how the fuck are you getting here? You just running the house? You're like, bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Raymond, and Taryn shake hands, and he continues the march. He has enough food to do this, unless Taryn is staying behind, which he tells you to go. I have this. I've been commanding this group for as long as I have been training. Each one of these, and he starts going through the same fucking story again. And he starts naming each person.
They are lucky to have such a pseudo commander.
They sure are.
I wish you well. Good
Same
health.
to you.
May Paladin watch over you.
Same to you, and I hope the large winged creature doesn't eat you. It's just on her roof.
We'll be fine.
Excellent. I wish you the best. And men, round up, get your food, pack the tents. We have a lot of travel. And he blows that whistle, and everybody turns and about faces. You travel towards Kalamon as a group. Easy travel, no problems. You get there. You show up to your shop location. The city wonders what the fuck is going on as the skeleton boned bird walks in. It does not set down because obviously you still want to use the house. Everin is there. The conversation about picking up the person outside the city also happens. Next to her, out of the blue, a lion-faced, statuesque creature walks out. I don't think anyone met Torque before. He explains the same thing, that he works for the council. And he names off Adriel and Velina and Estide as he works for them as a messenger between the fort and here. And that he has a friend of his own that he believes would be of assistance to you. Because we are 11th level, each time a retainer levels, they cap at a point. And there's a roll to see if they become a NPC.
Are we 11th or 10th?
Or, sorry, 10th level. Not 11th. She's 11th, 10th level. I was talking about the highest person in the party.
Got it.
They cap. And there's a chance they become an NPC. Torque is now an NPC and no longer a retainer.
Cool. I love
He
that.
is the only person who made the roll. Out of everybody.
Made the roll or just plain survived?
No, made the roll. There are other survivors, but yeah, he's the one who made the roll. He says, there is a construct that I found with Yelena that we believe could be of assistance if you have to deal with magical creations or I shouldn't say creations, magical people. When you walk out into the field and into the trees, he takes you to like a small ruined building. He's like, inside this, there is semi-rusted armor. I was here scouting. Well, when Cag came out to keep an eye on him, and the armor moved. Over the course of the last few weeks, I have made an acquaintance with this creation. It follows my command. I have tested it. I can pass its command on to someone else. Would you like to bring them, or do you want to bring the one-eyed freak?
One-eyed freak is in CAG.
Yes. He doesn't like it. Who would you like to bring?
Well, it depends. Do we want someone that can follow orders, or do we want someone that can perhaps
See the
what's
future.
coming?
Yeah, that is the real question. That is very true, Everett. What do you want, group?
Are we all there?
Yeah. I'm assuming you rolled the house over here.
Yeah.
I think that like Wehan is just like massaging her temples in the back while working on stitching. Another.
Oh, yeah, great. Powered up undead.
Don't worry about it.
So this is on our way back.
This is like you traveled all the way back you traveled all the way back, and just outside of Kalaman to the south, there's like a small forest. It's like less than 10-minute walk out.
All right, Zolorok would have been bored with the downtime type stuff, so he would have changed back to Hagen.
Okay.
Yeah, so Hagen would suggest that he has a new interest in the future, and being able to see that would be a great advantage.
Would you?
I think Everin would think the same, because I now can get a message from the future, but I can only get it once a week, and it's only for myself.
I will tell you that while Cag is the freak is a seer, my weapon of war is impenetrable to most magic. I'll show you. And he walks inside and he says something in Terran, like elemental language. And a large suit of black armor with a great club walks out of the tower. Or I should say tower ruins. If I can have an Arcana check from anyone who is trained. Or a craft, actually. I will take a craft as well. If you are trained in craft, you need to have blacksmithing tools or something along those lines, though.
What is I'm assuming craft is a Pathfinder thing. What is the equivalent?
Oh, no, but it's your tools, like blacksmithing
Training
tools.
in the tools.
Your tool,
okay,
your tool.
got it.
But you have to have blacksmith. Because you would have to know, like, making the armor.
I'm technically not trained in Arcana, so I can't make.
Trained in Arcana, 16.
Okay.
22.
It is an iron goal.
Oh.
Cool.
I can pass its ownership on to anyone.
Is it sentient? Does it have intelligence? I'm asking him.
I don't believe so. It follows commands.
Magical construct, then. Okay.
Correct. I believe that's what it is.
If it was a living, thinking thing, I'd be real pissed right now.
They are crafted by someone. There are makers' marks on them. I just don't know what they are. But they are very strong and very powerful. Also, let me just say the Iron Golem art for 5e sucks. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
It's fucking garbage. Would you be interested in this? They're a large magical construct. Their int is 3. If that makes Hagen feel any better. They're not sentient. They're just smart enough to follow commands. Animals are smarter.
Are they?
I mean,
all right. No, it's borderline. That's on the list of like oppressiveness that Hagen needs to eradicate, but it's at the bottom of the list.
you're like,
for constructs made for war that like might be thinking but might not be.
Yeah.
We'll address that in the future. Which we might be able to see if we had.
So I guess
visionary.
That's my last question for the evening. Which one do you want before you make your travel north?
Sucks that we have to choose.
I mean, we can take them both. This is mostly like Weehan just being like, I have boundaries. I can be around X amount of people.
This is Weehan deciding we can't have both.
Hey, I wasn't going to say that. I was just letting you say it, and I was riding along.
In a war against a god and her oppressor dragons, do you really want to leave behind anyone that could help?
I am just...
Could
You
use
have to
every
admit he
advantage
has a
we can.
point.
I'm
not
a bus
the
driver.
biggest fan of people either. I'm really not. And I think you know that, and I think that's what we've bonded over. But
This is Weehan saying, stay out of my house.
I think that maybe this is where we make the exception.
If not, I can tell it to protect the city and leave it here, but I believe it'd be better going with us.
Set up cots on the patio. There's
It doesn't
plenty of room out
sleep.
there.
You only need one.
Perfect.
And I do not rest.
Oh,
I only technically need 4 hours of meditation. I don't sleep either.
fantastic.
That sounds fun.
Take a
I think I'll
hammock
start
if
doing
we
that.
have one, I guess.
It's a 2 hammocks.
I have guest rooms upstairs, but
Oh, perfect.
So then they do go get Cag. Cag comes with you. He agrees to come with. He does not want to go to war, but he is willing to act as an advisor. He doesn't believe that war is the solution to this, that whatever happens is supposed to happen, and he should not step in. That is a belief. Last time he was involved because he was captured. But the Iron Golem does do whatever Torque says until you have decided who is going to take command of it. And it is your action to tell it to do something. But once you tell it to do something, it just does it to completion, or if it's defeated. So as you load up, the Iron Golem gets on. So now you have, let me just summarize this. You have a gargoyle on the roost with a dragon sleeping behind it, an Iron Golem watching the courtyard, an oracle grinding up herbs, making things in her patio, and everybody else sleeping inside. And a horse. Unless
We were collecting NPCs.
Unless you left your horse, Drew, did you leave your horse with them for an extra?
Yes,
Okay.
because that was kind of a loner. This
Yeah,
is
that's
my
true.
mount.
That's true.
I just imagined a horse just suspended with ties on,
No, it'd be on the roof.
each
It's like
limb,
Roach.
just from the just hanging off of the hut.
So, as,
Hagen.
Horse hammock.
as the group
We-
decides to travel,
Well, before we leave, Hagen, we don't have time to. He looks down at his sword
no, you
over
don't.
here.
We need to make time. This is ridiculous. We should have had it weeks ago.
I agree, but well, I mean, you've been here. We just haven't had it to make. We haven't had any time to make time.
So, I would like the two of you discussing this because you also studied at the library. I would like a history roll for both of you because this was something that was not talked about at any point in time during the study of everything in the library before the Green Dragon showed up and fucking murdered everybody.
Is this something I could prepare for, or is this something that you are just saying roll it right now?
It's a knowledge check. I mean, it's based on your study at the library.
Are we sitting there like, let's brainstorm and see what we can do, or is
How
this
long
sort of
do
just
you
like,
need?
what can I remember? I would be casting a spell to boost my.
I'd be fine with that. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Because you're trying to find a way out of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Todd, what's your history? I've got a 5.
I have a 2, but with the spell, it would be a 6.
So it gives you a +4. Does that
This
for just
you want an aid? Is that what
it
you're
makes
thinking?
me trained? Makes me trained.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You want to aid and then take a +2 to your intelligence roll?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do that.
Give me your roll.
So +2 at advantage.
Let me
Total-
find an
so it'll be a
int
total of
card.
8.
We'll use serving Kyle's. We'll use Kyle's +2. Thank you,
Okay.
Kyle.
Thank you for the assist because I rolled a 2 and a 20,
All right.
so
So 20.
28.
When you looked at the map, you all found a map of the original version of what you believe the City of Lost Names to be, which is its own city, and it was not called that through history. I'm going to pull up the map from what you all know from being in the library, because you guys did a metric fuck ton of research. With that said, I'm going to scroll us down to the map for you all to see. The other team has seen this on Monday. If you saw part of Monday's episode, you've seen it as well. But it is
We were
big.
reading books on that spinning table so fast it was generating electricity.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. We want... I love that they don't name shit in a way that is easy to find.
Now who's singing?
Yeah, I'm singing. I'm not Weehan singing. There we are. This is the map for the City of Lost Names. I'm going to take us to a big map for the audience. I would like to note the northern part, there is a temple to Paladine. And that temple of Paladine in here is technically where one of the first lances were made. But it is inside where the City of Lost Names would be. And this map, during travel, when you show up, and it's, 2-day travel for Weehan's hut? When you climb up onto the plateau, there is Red Dragon Army everywhere. And when you get to the plateau and set the house down, you see dragons flying, or dragonelles flying around the city. What it looks like is this city is crashed, shattered, and spread inside of this 200-foot deep gulch. We can talk after show about ways to get in and what to do. Monday is already decided one way. You will get contacted with a Fargab on where they are and what's going on as well. Kelly, if you want to type in chat, if you're still here, with the Fargab that you would have by now, you can mark or talk about where you are in the chat. I would say in the stream chat. But you all would be walking up on the far ridge over here on the southwest. There is an entrance here that has a bunch of Red Dragon Army members and a large wall that blocks the way in, but there might be a way through. There is the side map here so you can see kind of what it's like and how deep it is, like the gulch is. And then up here, you can see the Temple of Ttrpgfamily, which you have marked from the original map, but all this was pushed together. So those divides aren't roads, those are like shatterings that kind of fell out. There is a manor that is marked, and it just says Mage's Abode on your map, or Mansion of Sorcery would have been the other version. The Threshold of the Heavens is this piece, and I don't think you all have got to see this. I'm going to show the art piece for the City of Lost Names to give you an idea of what we are actually walking into for this last 2 episodes. And happened? Can you all... Did that pop up on the screen for you?
Nope.
Nope. All right, let's try this again.
Nope.
I might have to reset it. How about now?
There it is.
There you go.
This is the city of lost names. There are dragon elves flying everywhere around, and that pyre, that piece that's in the middle, that is the threshold of the heavens.
Ooh.
In history, from your research, that used to touch the sky and tear a rift between the material and the other planes of existence. Which
So the city
means
itself could travel.
So it could travel. One, it could fly. The whole thing was literally flew from being chained to dragons.
Ooh.
It was known as it's known as City of Lost Names. To the Sylvanesti, it was known as Unanaru, but to the Solomonic Knights, it was known as Ishtar. And whatever happened at some point in time, and this is part of the history we did not find out, it crashed for some reason. And this is where it ended up. It has been in this 200-foot deep gulch for a long time. The worst part about this is within the city, you can see torches being lit by purple flames throughout the city. With it is moving shadows on horseback, like from where you are, because it's a fucking far view. So there is the Temple to Paladine here. There is also the main area in the center. There is the Temple to Ttrpgfamily. Everything else is areas you will have to move through. Bringing an army in here will be all-out war. But sending a small group in could lessen some of the issues.
Okay.
Kelly in chat is saying where they are, and the officers out front of the gate, they have people ready as well. And then Darrent, and then we'll be here in, I don't know, 10 days roughly in Kalamon, and then another 4 to sail up around the coast, and 1 day to get in. So it's going to be a little bit. But if you go in here and do some covert ops stuff, you might be able to stop some of it and then send your army in to mop up. The question is, how do you get in? I mean, if you walk that hut down into here, you're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you parked it a ways in the plateau and like walked up to here so that they don't see you. But that does give you a base of operations. And it does give you a magical base of operations, but it is 200 foot down into the gulch. With that, we will end the episode for the evening. We'll do a little secret time afterwards. And before I do our secret time, I am going to move this, and I want to drag this on. For those who haven't seen this yet, can I drag it on? I think I can drag it, right? Yes, I can drag it on. Did it work? Yes, it did work. So the new shirt came out for secret time.
Yes.
There is a men's and women's, a women's and a unisex version of it. It comes in a couple of different sizes and all that kind of jazz. There's 2 versions of it. It is black on black, and I will say there is a secret to the secret shirt. I'm not going to say what it is, but it does do something special. So if you get yourself a secret shirt, that is what's in winter, because I think this trend is going to stay. I will probably bring out a hoodie in the future. We'll see how this one does. Shipping is astronomically expensive right now for drop shipping fucking printed shit. It is stupid. I apologize for the price in advance. If I sell enough, I get to start doing it at a discounted rate, but right now we don't hit that number. So consider it supporting us and being fucking awesome. But you do get something extra. And I'm not going to say what it is until people get their secret shirts. There's already been a few ordered. So thank you for supporting us. I just wanted everyone to be able to see what it is. And it is like a death metal inspired secret shirt. With that, we're going to close our show out for the evening. I have a bunch going on, but I am curious if anybody else has anything going on for the month.
Well, speaking of shirts, I promised last time that I would get one out. Life had been throwing so many lemons at me. But these last 2 weeks have been like calm and serene. And I did all kinds of personal projects. And the latest is a shirt that I released today. It's on sale for a couple days because of it's new. It's just something fun I've had in my head for a long time. It's kind of the opposite of the secret shirt. It's not secret. It's not dark. It's just fun.
Is it the one I think it is? Hold on here.
It is. It's a tentacle hand throwing the horns. Just because.
I love it.
Let me
Retro
drag
style.
it to the screen here.
That is amazing.
I will make it smaller so everybody can see it on screen. No, I don't.
My God.
Please stop popping that up. Well, anyway, I had it on, but now it is mad at me.
Oh my God, you can get a tie-dye version of this.
That is...
Yeah, tie-dye is available now. Isn't that amazing? And
That's
it works so
super
well
cool.
with this design.
I almost switched to TeePublic, but it doesn't have the rest of the options that fucking Printful has, but their prices are better.
Okay, I need to know the difference between the slouchy, the dolman, and the curvy. And by that, I just need to know the brands. I just need to know the brands.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brands are what makes the difference.
I'm not going to lie. The tie-dye actually looks kind of dope.
Right?
Doesn't it work well with that one?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's available on sale, which is super fucking cool. Oh, I
Ooh.
guess the price that the sale wasn't going on is the same as the dropship. That's okay. So, anything else from you, Todd? I see stickers and shit for this. I think the sticker.
Oh, yeah. I made sure it's available with stickers and notebooks and fun
in
stuff like
mugs. I might have to mug it up. And get one for Gen Con so I can drink out of a fucking finger mug. Does anybody else have anything going on this month?
Sure do.
What are you doing, Rihan, besides playing also your old character?
We're gonna do great. So this Friday, not Thursday, but Friday, there is going to be a very special episode of Home Brewery with some special guests, ?
I didn't do it. It's not my fault.
Well, because Vanessa and I will be in the same place.
I was gonna say, if that's a question, then
that's
yes.
right. You will.
Is that a
So
question?
on that note, we're gonna have Home Brewery Malort edition.
Oh God.
What did I tell you?
So
I
that's
told
what
you
we've
we'd
got
be drinking more.
This is the most upsetting thing I've ever heard in my life.
I love it already. I will drink along with you.
Yes, Eric, we can just video you in.
No.
I'm going to be actually not here, but yes, that would be awesome. I will drink some for you, though.
There you go. And also, so unfortunately, I will not be able to be a part of Pride Never Dies because I am working during all of the dates.
Oh, no.
Every Friday. So I'm contributing in a different way. On the 21st or 28th, there is a Pride Furby painting that will be raffled off and donated. to
9
some
layers of hell
viewers.
did you come up with that?
Amazing.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
I'm painting a lot of Furbies these
I'm
days.
so fucking worried.
And the Etsy shop is back up. So that's what we got.
Oh, man. Moxie, do you have anything coming up for you?
I have a lot of things. So tomorrow and the rest of the Wednesdays in the month is Root. And we do that Wednesdays at 9. I am in the back half now of Trusting Fates, which is my Kids on Brooms campaign. I've got 3 weeks left of that, and I'm very excited, and we come back for that on Monday. I will actually be taking Allie's place at the table for Pride Never Dies because Allie could not come. I was asked to fill in.
Are you playing a tie-dye Furby?
I am not. My character for Pride Never Dies this year is named Fig, and she is part cat, and I love her very much. And I
Like
think
Simpsons part cat? Like it shouldn't have happened,
No.
but it did? Or
like werecat situation.
Oh,
The
okay.
more my
Oh, all
feral
right,
goes
never
up, the
mind.
more cat I become. The other week when I played, I was at full feral, and I like met a guy's gaze and did not stop staring at him while I punched out the window of his vehicle. So, it's fine. Everything's fine, and I love Fig. And I think that's probably about it for the month. I've got more stuff in August, but it hasn't been announced yet, so I can't say it out loud. I think that's it.
Drew, what about you, buddy? Before I close this out with a Dragonlance minute.
I don't have anything coming up for the foreseeable future right now, so I've been streaming a lot this week.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Valheim. The card packs for that game apparently people love because they
torturing you is fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I am I'm currently planning on doing spooky games again Thursday. There was a update for Labyrinthine again, which I still haven't gotten through the other one that was there. So might play through the new levels of that Thursday night. And probably be on Thursday during the day too.
My belief is really simple. All your cards are like the Catholic Church. You're gonna get flogged. Wave bye, everybody. Well, everybody, it's been a wonderful opening. Lots of data drop for this one, and I told you that I would make sure to bring back Celera and Everin at some point. I just didn't say how. If you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, down below, I would like to know, do you think it's actually Celera? Is it? But is it actually Everin? I mean, it's a real question of when you go in a painting and come out, is it the same person anymore? I know, they don't, but we'll find out by the end, I promise. Or maybe, as I had said, we talked before the show, we decided that while we love the Dragonlance stuff, and we are going to end this month, we are going to come back and we're going to give you a Dragonlance movie at some point. So no, the cards will be available. They will still be used. We have a way to power through them here with the upcoming 4 episodes that we have left. But I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. And if you pick up a secret shirt, like I said, look over it. You may find something kind of cool. And on this side, there's going to be a bell to click. We just hit 170 followers this month. We're trying to get to 500, especially before we start our new campaign for Athontia and a secret new show that's going to be starting up. On top of all of that stuff, there'll be a video on this side for you to watch. I don't know which one it's going to be. I've been letting the algorithm decide because I don't know. I think that's what you're supposed to do. It seems right to me. Thank you so much for joining us. Pick up one of Todd's shirts if you're a Cthulhu fan, and why not tie-dye? Fuck it, it looked good, and I hate tie-dye. Have a great night, everybody.